Let's go. Let's do this. Will you do this? I gotta tell you guys, there's Caden Thunder just got back to the office, and Candy Thunder got here. This is the first time we've all been in the office together, the four of us, at least today. So there's the Stranger Things catch up is going on now. Maybe that should have been the QOD. Did you watch all the Stranger Things episodes? Not that we're going to spoil anything. We won't spoil anything. We wouldn't do that. But, you know, how is everybody doing? I'm curious what you did today, because it's not a typical everyday day. Today is it's December 26th. It's the day after Christmas. Not a normal work day, not a normal world day, right? I know. Look at that background. Look at these empty shelves. Nothing. There's nothing there. Nothing there. This is we're still in the old studio right now. This is the process of moving. So I got the shelves cleared this morning. It's Kit, you're sick, man. So many people are sick. Candy Thunder's mom and sister both got sick as well. It's just everybody dropping like flies. Janie putting together a new computer desk. Hey, Ghost. Hey, yeah, we're live. It's weird. Friday, 3 p.m. That doesn't normally happen, but you know, Wednesday was Christmas Eve, so we didn't want to do that. Also, Monday is the day the movers show up, so I've got to have all but the big stuff out of here by then. So thus, it's kind of a gradual process. It's a little more echoey in here right now too, because all of our stuff is gone, which is crazy. Everything's gone. Not everything. It's an absolute chaos disaster. The rest of the office is just a mess. But it is coming along. I'm gradually getting stuff moved over, getting the new space set up, and it will be a process. It'll be a process. God's blessed Wonder Woman in the middle of an 8-hour shift. Get off at 5. Well, thanks for hanging with us. Brenda Jackson finally no longer sick. Nice. Beth Ann, 2-year-old is asleep in his own bed. Not slept in his own bed in a year. Well, congratulations. We'll try not to mess that up. I know the shelves are naked. It's crazy. The next, on Sunday night, there will be no shelves, which is going to be even crazier. It's going to be weird. We'll put a whiteboard there and go old school.
Have you sitting?
Oh gosh. Shadow Wolf, member for 2 months, can only stay for QED, but will be back after work. Be careful out there in New York. It's very icy and messy. Love y'all. Love back to you. We're like 75 degrees here today. Like shorts weather, and Christmas Day was the same way, which is like, what?
Sweating on Christmas Day.
There was sweating on Christmas Day. It's not cool. It ain't cool. Pink Ford girl cleaned and finished Christmas cookies because you didn't get them finished. Hey, well there you go. Which is another thing I'm curious about, like how many people's holiday festivities, Christmas and the like are still going on. How many people are still having things? Rebecca, happy gosh dang belated birthday to you. Janie putting together a new computer desk. Yeah. Rearrange the living room since it's overrun with kid toys. Oh, Batman. Yeah. Linja Turtle, thanks so much for the marshmallow high. Greatly appreciate that. Joshua, hello. Good to see you. Alex, laundry. I did laundry today as well. So much fog on Christmas. Gigglebox. Kasha. Raining cats and dogs in Los Angeles. What is going on? Tony Sparks says he stayed sober today. Very unlike it for the day after Christmas. That's the accomplishment for today. And is it because this stream is happening? Yes, it's only because this stream is happening. Kay Renee been contagious all week, so it's just been the four of us. Which was that like a blessing or a curse? Yeah. The SRT Fort Jake 72 here yesterday and 50 and windy today. The wind is coming our way. Over the weekend, by Monday, it is going to be 25 mile per hour wind and a high of 31. So it's 70 something right now. Tomorrow it starts getting windy and then the cold front arrives. So not, that high level of wind ain't great for moving. Not great for moving. So I'm going to try and take the majority of the kite-like items today before it gets really windy. So I'll be spending tonight moving some stuff over as well. Yep, got here at 7:30 in the morning, did moving and prep until noon, and then ran home, got showered up and cleaned up, made some lunch, and came back for the stream. Audrey, you're having Christmas part 2 tonight, and then part 3 tomorrow, part 4 Sunday. Oh my goodness. We want to throw all the kids' toys in the trash because they've taken over the house. I understand. Santa spent hours spread across 3 days putting together a 4-story Barbie dream house for Navy Thunder. Snorks! What is up? Junie rewatched Stranger Things. We watched all the new episodes last night. Who else is caught up on Stranger Things? Karen Shapercutter, you got a new 20-watt laser engraver? Ooh. Fancy. Oh, nice. Amy Castro, you went and got a few ornaments for cheaps. Today would be the day. Traffic is stupid today. I don't know about where you guys are, but here, traffic is stupid today. It's like everybody went out Christmas shopping today. Why for? Wonder Woman parents' anniversary 50th was Wednesday. Happy gosh, second anniversary to them. That's a big one. We'll say hello to Tater. There she be. We do still have some Christmas elements going on in the stream. I think it'll be once we get set up in the new space when I finally get all that replaced.
Today's the day when you go out and buy the cheap Christmas stuff.
Yeah.
For next year.
Or okay, tell me this: who out there is doing non-Christmas or like decoration shopping today? Who's out there like doing returns? Who's out there doing like shopping, not for Christmas stuff?
I'm getting ready to take Navy to spend her Christmas money on Barbie dolls to supplement the Barbie dream house.
She has begun her Barbie era.
Yes.
She's begun, and she got the Barbie convertible from Grandma, and
the Barbie unicorn.
Yeah, but she's got. I don't know where all this stuff is going to go. That's a separate issue. We'll figure that out later. But she's pumped.
It's seeing her excited about Christmas this year, and it's different. We're a blended family, so Christmas for her is it
alternates.
Yeah,
she has her siblings there for Christmas morning every other year.
Yes.
And the first thing out of her mouth this year when she came out there, she saw her stuff. She was excited, but the first thing she said was, "I miss my brothers and sisters." Mm-hmm. And it was so sad. But it didn't keep her from being overjoyed. It's just,
No, she still got into it, but I also appreciate that about her, about her heart.
Yeah. Yeah, she's kind-hearted.
Yes.
She just doesn't use that part on us most of the time. No. Selena, hey, there you go. Got a new tree for half off, 7.5 foot for $75. Nice.
Damn.
I hope it wasn't
good.
pre-lit. Those pre-lit trees are like a curse. Curse.
I almost went to see if I could find a new Christmas tree because ours is getting a little saggy on the bottom.
Oh my gosh.
But I don't want to spend any money.
I know. When it comes to money, we have no money. Yeah,
but $75 for a tree, that's a deal.
That is a deal.
It's a steal of a deal.
Sorry, I'm trying to get this. It sounds so weird to me now because all the stuff is gone and we have this echo, and I'm like, I'll just bring it closer, and that will help a little bit. But
Ava,
it's hurting my soul.
Got a towel warmer for Christmas. Towel warmers are the best.
Yes. Yeah.
Have you used yours?
That's a worth it deal. Towel warmers are a thing now. Candy Thunder, we got her one a little while back. Selena, not a pre-lit. There you go. That's the way. That is the way, not pre-lit. That is absolutely the way. Mariah, you love the empty backdrop? It's my empty shelves. I know. Isn't it sad? It is sad. Jero, can't wait for your baby girl to reach the Barbie face. There you go. It is a little bittersweet, the empty shelves in the process of moving, because this place has been a home for us for a long time. But it's a new adventure. It's an opportunity. It's an opportunity to do some stuff. I know, Janie. We get an echo because my sound booth is gone. A lot of the stuff that normally stops that echo is gone. So it's going to be a little more echoey today. A little more. No, actually, Caden Thunder, if you don't mind, there are 2 boards up front by the front window that have sound dampeners on one side. Would you bring both of those back? And we'll set them up against the wall here, and that will help. When are we moving into the new place? Actively right now. The movers are coming Monday, the 29th. But we're moving all small stuff over. It's been a process. So So there's that. All right, let's go ahead and get rocking and rolling here, shall we? A little bit of a different experience. We're kind of like half Christmassy. We got a lot of Christmas animations and music and stuff going on, but we'll get all that changed here soon. We are still in the old studio for now. Today and Sunday, 6 p.m. is going to be our final stream of 2025 and the final stream from this studio. It is going to be, there will be no shelves on that one because we're kind of have to phase the move here. And right after that stream, my whole system has to be torn down and moved over to the new space to empty my disc so the movers can take the big heavy disc. So they're coming to bring the big heavy stuff, thank goodness. But everything else will be over there ready for them. It is, it's been a journey already, and it's going to get wild over the next few days. Next week is going to be setting up in the new space. So the first stream of 2026 that you see us for is going to look a little bit different, and I'm excited for it. Very, very excited for it. Did your mama play with your baby at Mam's and watched the baby play with her Marmar and Grandpops? Those are cool names. I like it. Alexander, we are going to take a small hiatus while we move. We won't have a stream next Wednesday because of that, but we're going to get back on our horse as quickly as possible. I got a plan. It does help. There you go. It might show up in your background a little bit, but you know what? It'll be okay. Yeah, it does. It did help on the echo. Thank you. Merci beaucoup, madame.
We found a moving blanket. And,
That's a sound blanket, actually. Yeah. All right, here we go. Coming up, we have stories about not inviting in-laws, grandmas showing favoritism, unemployed husbands not holding doors for strangers, not unemployed strangers, or not unemployed husbands not holding doors, two separate things. Unemployed husbands, space, not holding doors for strangers, sharing living spaces and grocery orders, husbands who are bad at gifting, and we have mother-in-law stories, spicy best of Redditor update stories, petty revenge, and lightning round with Tony Spark this time. Here. You excited for that, Tony Spark? You ready for it? Are you ready for it? Dung, dung, dung. He's like, I'm sober and I'm not happy about it. No, I'm not ready for it. Super excited. First goal on the 6 o'clock side is 4.5K bolts for a mother-in-law reward story. And on the YouTube side, we will have a super goal of 15 5 and up supers to start for a spicy best of Redditor update story. There's a strong chance that the gift tracker on the TikTok side will reset itself. So Tony Spark, if you can help me keep an eye on that. Yeah, it's been doing a weird thing. So we'll see. We'll see. Wonder Woman, you have both fan and super fan emotes now? Hey, there we go. La La Land listening while walking your senior pup. Aw, that's nice. Is it nice out for that walk? It would be a nice walk day to day. Not tomorrow when the 25 mile per hour winds show up. Shares goal, 15 hundo. We do greatly rely on your shares, as you know. Reminder, keep chat positive and respectful today. We're all cranky. It's been a long week for everybody, but let's do our best to keep it DFHB. The last live of 2025 will be this coming Sunday at 6 p.m., not the usual 9 p.m. We need that little bit of extra time to pack everything up afterwards and get it moved over before the movers show up Monday. So reminder, Sunday, 6 p.m., not 9 p.m. No Wednesday live next week since we'll be setting up the new studio. We hope to be back on track shortly after that. We'll keep you posted on it. No spoilers today, of course. Spoilers are going to get muted, if not booted. Don't piss off the mods. They're ready. Get out your brooms. 48, she has a jacket on. The pups has a jacket on.
Aww.
Nice.
We used to have a jacket puppy.
Yep, we had a jacket puppy. She had her pink. Her pink. Yeah, pink. Gosh. The animals are. You missed that pea pot? She hated me. That dog actively disliked me. Dylan, it is 78 there today. Hey, I meant to ask you, Dylan. So unfortunately, we didn't win the Powerball jackpot. Someone from Arkansas did. Was it you? He's like, there will be signs. One person won the whole damn thing. Big ass jackpot. You wish, Dylan? Yeah, me too. I tried. What's up, Tess? Mods are always ready. All the love to the mods. Look, see, there's our Christmas scene there. It makes up for the empty background here. All right, let's go ahead and dive into our very first story here, ladies and gents. We are at 627 of 45 hundo on the bolt goal right now. If it's accurately tracking, we'll see. Juliet, winning the lottery is your worst nightmare. There's a bit of a curse to follow it, right?
It's
And 1.7 billion would be, that feels like a cursed number. All right, here we go. Hey there, it is Dusty Thunberg. What did your sister call me the other day?
Dusty Thunbird.
Thunderbird.
She called you
Duster Thundy.
Duster Thundy.
Duster Thundy. That's what Candy Thunder's
That's
sister
your
called me the other
words
day.
are hard. Is Duster Thundy.
Duster Thundy. Let's try this again. Hi, I'm Dusty Thunder. I'm going to read you a story. This one is, am I the astronaut for not inviting my husband's family to Christmas? Would you like to do a poll for this? Am I the astronaut for not inviting my husband's family to Christmas? I'm sure there's a good reason. So I'm going to go NTA. I'm going NTA, just really rolling the dice on there being a very, very, very good reason. What do you think? Whoa, Sheena, your Nana won Mega Millions twice? Twice? Okay, so like all the luck in the family went to one person. It's kind of that way for us. Navy Thunder has all the luck. Candy Thunder and I have none. I don't know.
Our negatives combined to create a positive.
Yeah. A negative times a negative is a positive. So that's what happened there. It's all gone now. LOL, Sheena. Good gravy. Yeah, I mean that's it. You have to be really, really patient and smart with it, I imagine. 13 seconds left on the poll here. In the meantime, Twilight, Tony Spark, Space Cadet, Joyce dropping the hundo, 2 bolts, Veta, Darth Angie. Thank you guys so much. Even my gift goal list thing ain't working right. Pluto, Melissa B, Candy Thunder, Alley. Thanks so much. We've got 76% going NTA here. I'm sorry. I meant to let Vanna White give us those. I'll remember for next time.
I said it to you.
Hawks Kirsten, N.A. We've got Colin, Bendy Lou, Kitty Cat Queen. Thank you guys. Appreciate it. All right, here we go. Am I the astronaut for not inviting my husband's family to Christmas? I, 30 female, have been married to my husband, 34, for 2 years. We recently had a baby who's almost 2 months old. Because of our newborn, we did not spend Thanksgiving with anyone and chose to stay home. We both have large families. I'm still healing from giving birth, and I'd really like to see my immediate family for Christmas. I told my husband, and we agreed to invite them over. His parents called and asked if we'd be going to their house for Christmas. They typically host his immediate family. My husband told them no, and we'd be hosting our own Christmas. His parents then texted me, asking what they should bring to Christmas. Oh my. I politely told them they were not invited.
What?
What does politely you're not invited look like? I really want to know. They told me they want to see their grandchild, and I told them I understood, but that they were not invited to the house that day. His mom then proceeded to tell me I'm manipulating her son and keeping her grandchild away, and I'm a horrible wife and mother. I just responded by saying thank you because I didn't know what else to say. Thank you. My husband didn't know she texted me until after he got home from work. He understands my point, but I just know he feels like he's stuck in the middle. We are having very limited people, and I am not close with his family. I don't like his mom, and I don't want to be with them while I'm healing. Am I the astronaut? All right, we got to talk about this for a second before diving into an update. There is an update, but this is not like they're toxic. They've done all this crazy shit to her before, and she's choosing to protect her peace. She's just like,
I don't like you. You're not welcome here.
Yeah.
I mean, which you have every right to do, but I feel like I need more information to understand how you said you invited immediate family, but
her on her side,
only her
immediate
side.
family. Yeah.
So I mean, if her husband is like, I feel like I need more information.
Yeah,
like
okay.
what caused you to not like his mom? Is it the way that she treats you, or are you just not close with his family? And I mean, it is interesting that his mom said, I would like to see my grandchild, not my son, not my daughter-in-law.
Yeah.
It was just about the grandchild. But, I feel like I need, at this point, I feel like it's an ESH because there's no context on why she doesn't want his parents there. Cause I do feel like when you get married, like there has to be some understanding that you are combining two families.
Yeah.
And when it comes to stuff like this, there's that, and I need more information to make a thing. So
Sounds
make
close. Pardon
yeah.
me, Wonder Woman. You could be onto something there.
And maybe it was we're not going to we want you to come over, but at a different time, which would be
Sure.
understanding. You want smaller.
That's not what it sounds like, though.
No, it's just like, I don't like you. You're not welcome.
Yeah.
And
And politely saying you're not invited. Like, I really need to know, or I'm curious what that looked like, because I don't know that there is a polite way to say you're not invited.
No,
We are disinclined to acquiesce to your request.
I don't.
If there was a good reason behind this that people
sure.
could understand and respect, it would be one thing. And look, she did say, I don't want to be around them while I'm healing. That's something,
Right.
but you just don't want to be around people you don't like while you're healing, which we have to respect. But like, is that how? Like, I hope that's what you respond or what you explained to mother-in-law and said, look, I'm still like really struggling with recovering here, and
I feel more comfortable with my own family, which as a daughter, like, I understand that. And I understand that it is your home, but it's also your husband's home, and you are both a family, and you both have parents, and so, like, in order to present an AITA and not provide the context of why you don't like his mom, I feel like that makes it an ESH for me at this current spot. But there's an update, so let's go ahead and read that and see what happens.
I do want to make one point before diving into that update. I feel like what we would have done in this situation would have been not respond until we had a discussion and made a unified decision.
I agree, 100%.
And that's the team approach to me. So right now, this is...
She didn't even tell her
She's
husband.
going rogue. She just told him after the fact, when he got home from work, which I kind of understand. But now he is stuck in the middle. He doesn't feel like he's stuck in the middle. He is stuck in the middle. And he's choosing you, which is great.
Right.
Green flag for hubby, but you're sure putting him in a pickle.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Here's the updates. My husband came into our room and asked to talk to me. He said his mom called about Christmas while I was feeding the baby and told him how awful of a wife and mother she thinks I am and how she has rights as the child's grandparent. Well, now we're heading in a sticky direction. My husband said she kept arguing with him and he got frustrated, so he told her to take us to court if she thinks she has rights. In their state, there is no grandparents' rights. While we were talking about that, my phone started to get a lot of messages. It was just her texting me that I'm awful and it's my fault. He asked me to block her and said he told her he would be the only person she should contact moving forward and that he won't be going over there this weekend anymore. Okay, that's the update. Well, it is taking a turn.
Okay, so she's abrasive.
The situation has turned.
Calling someone an awful mother because they don't want to entertain you is a low fucking blow and unnecessary. So if mother-in-law was trying to fix a situation, like, you just escalated
She
it
ain't
to
doing
a
it.
straight up shithole. By calling someone an awful mother because they don't want to have you over to their house.
Now, the way that she was politely told she wasn't invited could have lit that fuse.
Yeah, I do feel like there is something that we're still missing. Like, there's something big that I feel like we're all that this whole story is just skating around and not really telling us the meat and potatoes.
Yeah, I would agree with that. But all we have is all we have. So based on the information at hand here, do you still feel ESH? Or do you think it's an NTA now that mother-in-law has reacted in a way that she accepted her villain role and she was like, I will perform graciously.
Right.
And just ran with it. So she did kind of slide into that role.
It's I appreciate hubby making the, like, fast tracking the you only talk to me, do not communicate with my wife.
Yeah.
Like,
and then said
thing,
he's no longer going over there this weekend. So he was going to. He was still going to go see them.
Yeah. To avoid all of this, mother-in-law should have messaged her son, not the postpartum mother, about what to bring to this get-together, if that was the case, to avoid all of this. So that, to me, is where the fault lies. That the message should have been directed to her son, not her daughter-in-law, because otherwise it kind of feels like it might have started a passive-aggressive war.
Why do you think she chose to send that to OP instead of hubby?
I think it was a direct. It was a direct fire to daughter-in-law
So
because she
she-
wasn't directly invited.
And she knew she wasn't invited based
Yeah.
on the conversation she had with her son. That's why she chose to message OP instead of messaging her
Yes.
son, because she was starting petty shit. Okay.
But I still think it should have been, she should have directed that at her son, and maybe this whole thing could have corrected itself without involving mom, who said she was still healing and
Yeah.
all of these things of the above. I think, to me, that seems like a very petty, intentional petty move, and not the good kind of petty. And so I think it kind of started this back and forth BS that is happening now. So because of that, I'm going to say that mother-in-law is the asshole. But I do think that OP, to get an accurate representation, would have to provide more context.
Agree. Because it is situationally in ESH right now, mother-in-law sucks a lot worse, but OP definitely could have done things differently.
I'm not going to call OP an asshole, though, in my opinion, based on the way that mother-in-law kind of manipulated the situation. She was already in contact with her son. That's where the conversation should have stayed,
Yeah.
because the daughter-in-law is healing. She is postpartum. All those things could have been directed to hubby, and she didn't do that, and I think she did it intentionally.
Okay. So we're giving OP the NTA here. There's more going on that we don't know. And I will say, as a disclaimer, there can always be more than one asshole in a story.
Yeah, I think for me right now, OP is NTA 100%, because I think mother-in-law has got some angsty fire built up in
Yeah.
there somewhere. She's being a fucking asshole for some.
OP's
yeah.
like my mother-in-law is a petty crotchety bitch, and I just don't want to deal with
I
that
mean, and
bullshit.
you know what? That's probably true.
It probably is.
Based on what we've seen here, based on if we go back and revisit how this all started, that is probably accurate.
Yeah, probably. Also, can you imagine having more than one asshole?
What?
All right. A little bit of catch up here before we go to the next story. A Flower, thanks so much. Caroline dropping the bolts. Darth Angie dropping the 350 bolts. Mariah Collins, Michelle, thank you so much. Baldon dropping the bolt there too. Anna the Rebel, Tony Spark, Kristen Museum Girl, Michelle,
Scratching.
Anna the Rebel, Emily Ray, Kristen Museum Girl again there, Roz, Fuller Makeup, Rockwolf dropping bolts, and The Rose, Megan Carroll, thank you so much, Brandy Flower Power, Rockwolf dropping more, Jay Powell, Anna the Rebel, Bay Fox, thank you guys so much, Oro T-Bird, Emmy Castro, see you there. We are at 24 hundo-ish out of the 45 hundo goal, if that tracker is working correctly, so, we'll see. We'll see. That was a weird turn. That's what I do. That's what I do. I will give you this little story. You're back up on screen.
Dazing.
I was dazing off into a Stranger Things universe in my head.
We did have this conversation yesterday, and I feel like it's applicable. I think it was yesterday.
Oh my.
I habitually, when pulling up to an intersection, like I would try to make my front tires be behind the white line, but didn't really focus on like the nose of my vehicle being in front of the white line. I have been proven wrong in that approach, and I have been trying to.
But why were you proven wrong? I think
fix
that's
it.
the context that
Why
matters.
was I proven wrong?
Yeah, about why it matters that you don't pull past the line. There's two reasons.
Because Mama said so.
That's not the reason.
That's one of them.
The reason is that when people turn right and you're pulled past the line, that they can't see into oncoming traffic, and therefore it impedes the flow of people turning right.
Yeah.
And also, it doesn't trigger in the United States. It doesn't trigger
Not
the light.
crosswalk. No, it's like, it's like a lane stop marker, but it's not the crosswalk. It's further back behind the crosswalk.
Yeah, it doesn't trigger the light to turn
Yeah.
for the turn lane.
If it's
for
pressure
the straight lane.
sensitive.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, time lights don't.
Yeah, and it's a thing, and yeah, I accept that I was wrong, and it's a habit I've had for as long as I've driven. So I've been trying to be more cognizant of it and be better about it.
Thank you, Caroline.
Been working on it, and that's muscle memory, right? So that's a hard thing to break. Yesterday we were leaving to go to Candy Thunder's folks, and I was talking to Navy, and I was we were scurrying, and the first intersection I come up to, I'm not focusing on it, and I roll up too far. So it becomes a topic of conversation. And I just clung on to the fact that I crossed the line. That's my thing. Isn't it? We proved it at the end of the last story.
It's been your thing since I met you.
That's my thing. I crossed the line.
Because Mama said so is valid.
Because, yeah, that was one of them. Because I crossed the line. That's it.
Yes, road queening. That's not only that, if you're in the left turn lane, it gives larger vehicles more room to turn when they're coming from the
I'm not
opposite
hanging
side.
out in the middle of the intersection. We're talking about a difference of like a foot.
No. That was
I crossed the line.
the white line was at the passenger. I could see it outside of my passenger door.
I'm like
That is way more than a foot.
I'm like Dusty Cash. I crossed the line instead of walking the line.
But just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
I impede pedestrians. Okay. It is far away from the crosswalk. I'm not close to the crosswalk ever. And again, I've been proven wrong. I'm trying to fix this, but I was never hanging in the intersection or on a crosswalk of any kind.
I even asked, so I was teaching Ava how to parallel park, and we had cones, and a sheriff's car pulled up, and they were talking to us about driving, talking to her about driving. They just saw us out in public doing this. And so I was like, I have a question for you. Because this was an ongoing debate that he's like, no, it's just your front tires. And I was like, is it the nose of your car or the front tires? Because I already knew the answer. I just wanted someone in the authority to answer my question. And so I asked him, and I came back and I was like, beep, beep, beep. Listen, motherfucker. This is the truth. I've heard it from here in authority. But the sheriff had a good laugh. He understood it.
Look, I accept that, but breaking that habit is difficult, and you have to be like paying attention. And the muscle memory isn't there yet because yesterday proved that. Proved it. Yes, crossing the line is my resting state. Also, we have a guest here today. You want to pop up and say hello?
Okay.
Oh, she's a hungry girl. She's a hungry girl. Yeah, Navy Thunder is hanging out with us today in the like empty studio area. She's got her little thing set up. Road Queenie, yeah, I'm sorry. Just know you'll have one less vehicle to deal with. I'm fixing it. Akasha, yeah. You just now got the notification? That's BS. Sam Gilmore dropping all the lightning bolts there. Adri, thank you so much. Veta, Adventures with Pam, Victoria, Just Jess, Mama Hawk. Thank you guys so much. Thank you. Okay, we'll dive over to the next one here. We are at 4052 out of 45 hundo. You guys are going to hit that on the next story here. Faux show. Hey there, it is Dusty Thunder once again, and I have a story for you. Whoa. Sorry, I saw a lag on my end on the TikTok side. All right. Yeah, these are real shelves. This is still the old studio. We haven't moved to the new one yet. This is moving in process. Hey there, it is Dusty Thunder with yet another story for you. This one is, am I the astronaut for cutting my mom off after she told me she asked for one grandchild, not two? Am I the astronaut for cutting my mom off after she told me she asked for one grandchild, not two?
What?
Would you like to start a poll? Yeah, thoughts based on title alone here? Tater?
The NTA, 100%.
Yeah, I'm right there with you.
I'm like, did she get pregnant with twins? And her mom was like, I don't think so.
What grandparent wouldn't be thrilled to have another little nugget?
Right? I don't know. I have no idea. If one of our kids told me they were pregnant.
I mean, not
Is
right
it
now.
twins?
Not
I don't
right
know.
Not
no,
right now.
not right now. Please no. But in the future, and they were like, we're having twins. I'd be like, how can I help? Tell me what to do.
Do you want us to take one? Just kidding.
But I would help in any way, shape, or form
Yeah.
that they needed assistance.
Absolutely.
Clean
And
your house, got it.
especially
Cook
if this
your
is
food, hello.
OP's first kids.
Right.
She's gonna need a lot of help. You just get thrown into the deep end on that. No one can get really prepared for it.
Right.
Nobody. Okay, there's 1 second left there. Tell us the results, Mama.
Oh, it went away and clicked on the daily stuff. Sorry, you'll have to do it yourself.
What?
Okay. NCA 100%.
100%.
That's pretty good.
Look at you all.
Yeah.
Look at you all. That is wild. Okay. Let me get a little bit of let me get caught up on thanks for our goal here. You guys hit it. TikTok side, you hit it, and then we'll dive into this story. Darth Angie in the number 1 spot here at 1,006. Sam Gilmore in the number 2 spot at 717. Michelle on the number 3 spot at 269. Then we got Mama Joe, Adventures with Pam, Jamie, Colin Omnell, Anna the Rebel, Just Jess, Overkill Mill, Joyce Brown, Bendy Luhu, Melissa Elliott, Candy Thunder, Baldon, Tony Spark, N.A., Hawks Kirsten, Mariah Collins, Rockwolf, Shay, or Shay Shay, Christian Museum Girl, Wrong Pluto, Emmy Castro, Mama Hawk, Melissa B, Oro T-Bird, Cindy Lou, Caroline Ruiz, Veta, Annie Butcher, Gerald Mama, Twilight, Elida, and Zoe C. Thank you guys so much. You have unlocked what? A mother-in-law reward story. We'll get to that after the one we're reading right now. And the next one is going to unlock Petty Revenge story and a Caden Thunder appearance if he's still around. We shall see. Okay, Petty Reward Story, or Petty Revenge. And Caden Thunder. And I did not look at what that is. Okay. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Yeah, the gift goals are all still jacked up. But I do have what I need. It's just in a different spot. Okay, we are going for 25 hundo finger hearts to unlock that. You're going to unlock the Petty Revenge story and Caden Thunder appearance if he's still around for us here. Okay, now we'll dive back in. All right, it was Am I the Astronaut for cutting my mom off after she told me she asked for 1 grandchild, not 2. I did not order 2 of these.
NTA.
Send 1 back, please. I need to know if I'm the asshole here. I truly think I'm not, but other family members disagree. I'm an only child who grew up with just my mother. She drank a lot and usually put herself first in every situation. She's a gorgeous woman and she cares heavily about how she looks, what she wears, the car she drives, etc. We used to be really close, and then I struggled with alcohol for a couple of years. I was going through severe postpartum and was an absolute mess. This went on for about 2.5 years. I was working 60 hours a week and my mom really stepped up to help with my son. I knew I needed help, so I just stopped cold turkey. I've been sober now 6 years. Life is good. About 4 years ago, my husband and I were trying for a baby. Found out I had some medical issues that would make it really hard to conceive naturally again, so we had to take the IVF route. My mom never came to 1 appointment, never gave 1 fertility shot, nothing. This shocked me because the other friends and family she'd shown up for, this shocked me because with other friends and family, she had shown up and been an amazing support system. When I got pregnant, yay, I was super high risk. Again, my mom never came to 1 appointment, even though she only lived 20 minutes away. She retired 20 plus years and lives very comfortably. She claimed she was too busy with her friends and her hobbies. Next, my mom booked a trip to Greece when I was 8 months along to see a friend of a friend's daughter's wedding. Not even someone she was close with. I was terrified she would miss my daughter's birth, and I couldn't understand why she was taking the risk, and it caused a huge rift. I decided to let it go. My mom has treated me like shit for most of my life. I can handle that because she treated my son like a prince. I assumed the same would be true for my daughter, so I just sucked it up. It has been the opposite. My son has a full wardrobe at her house in his own bedroom. My mom shops daily for all of her designer clothes for herself and my son, but there is nothing for my daughter. Not 1 change of clothes, set of PJs, new toys, anything. She was refusing to take her when she was a baby, saying she needed to be with her mom and dad and would only take her for emergencies. This blew my mind because she took my son from the time he was born and doted on him. Now my daughter she'll barely even hold. Fast forward to my daughter's now 2. She's amazing. Independent, sweet, sleeps 3 hours at nap time, sleeps 11 at night, feeds herself, is generally a joy. My mom is taking her once overnight with my son about every 4 to 6 weeks. Then out of the blue, she calls and says she's no longer willing to watch my daughter. Then that when she says it destroys her physically and emotionally, but she's happy to take my son without her. This was 2 days after posting pics of her poolside at a cabana all day and going to a nightclub after. Like, WTF. I said, I can't keep letting you just take my son and not my daughter. She yelled, well, I didn't ask for 2 grandchildren. I only asked for 1. Admittedly, this made me lose my shit. Now, if she had medical issues, I could understand. This woman does Pilates 5 days a week and travels internationally 2 to 4 times a year. She's in amazing health. She literally just won't spend time with my daughter or myself. She didn't give me anything for my birthday or Christmas. For my daughter, she spent less than $50 on her baby shower gift and generally gives $100 plus to friends and family, but not to me. She's never shown up with a gift for her, but my son will have the newest shoes, toys, etc. So I told her that if she won't take one, she can't see the other, and I've cut her off from my family. Most of my family is on my side, but some are telling me it's the holidays and I should get over it. I think I should stand firm because my daughter deserves to be treated the same. So am I the asshole here? Edit to add, my son is amazing. He's 9 years old and skipped 2 grades in school. He's won the state science fair as a straight A student and works with a Mensa professor. I mention this because I think it already sets my son up to be praised by so many people. If my daughter has different talents, I don't want her to feel like she's less than her brother. I had to speak to my son about what has happened because he obviously noticed she isn't around. He said that he's devastated about what's happened, but understands why I'm doing what I'm doing. Benefit of having a genius 9-year-old is they can understand those complex situations, I guess. Yeah. Is this a boy mom thing?
This was my question. If, did OP say if they had any siblings? Okay, so we don't know if she...
No, it says, I was an only child raised by mom.
I just have to wonder if it was 2 grandsons, if this would be an issue. Is it because it's a granddaughter and not a grandson? Or is it just the one rule I didn't ask for?
No, I think this is
because it's giving me the ick. It like grandma is her mom. OP's mom is giving me the ick for some reason, and I can't this is just weird. I don't understand how does she not understand that your heart can grow? There's not just room for one.
Come on, Grinchy.
Yeah. She just
that's what it feels like. Regardless of if it's like an ick enmeshment-y kind of thing, or just preferring boys over girls.
Yeah,
as a grandparent, I don't think you get to do that.
No. No, I don't.
I have actually sort of firsthand experience with this kind of thing, and I will tell you, it causes a lot of resentment in the family. Like, the kids notice it. The kids know what's going on.
Right.
It's not foreign to them. And although the favored might play along to receive your favor, they also know you're a piece of shit. So
yeah.
Like, and he's smart enough.
He says that he understands, he is devastated by it, but understands why OP is doing what she is doing, why his mom is doing it.
Yep.
Yeah.
And when he's old enough to operate independently, he may go ahead and take the check from grandma.
Yeah.
But he knows who she is. And it's gross. It's gross.
And I see a couple of ESHs, but for me, I don't want my children around someone who's going to treat them differently based on whatever their reason is. Like if you're going to be a grandparent to my children, then you're going to be an equal grandparent and not show favoritism, because that just leads to lifelong issues, and not something that I want to introduce into my family if I don't have to. So I wouldn't want that involved in my family.
I wouldn't want that either. And I think, and
I don't think it's about watching your grandkids. It's just about
building a rapport.
It's about having a relationship with both of your grandkids and treating them equally.
Yeah. I don't.
That's how I took this.
That's how I took it as well. And I wouldn't want either one of the kids around that for the exact same reason. Right.
It also makes it competitive between, it could not, it will, but it could make there a competitive nature between the 2 kids, because the one that is treated differently is always going to long to be treated the way that the grandson is treated. And so, and eventually, I think you made the right decision at 2, because eventually your daughter is going to see that. She's going to feel left out. She's going to want that. And you're introducing unnecessary trauma that's going to change her as a person. And I would put it into it as well.
Yeah. Agreed. And Dark Lord, I like the way you say it here. You don't willingly give your kid a golden child versus black sheep relationship.
There you go. Thank you.
That's it. And look, nobody's going to treat every single person the same. That's
No.
impossible, right?
100%.
There's always going to be a little bit of a different relationship between a grandparent and the different grandkids, right? That's always going to happen. There's going to be a little bit of a different relationship because they're different human beings that you're having a relationship with.
But when you
can't-
outright say, I'm
Yeah.
going to treat them differently because
when you
I'm-
all
yeah.
or nothing this thing, like grandma was like, I want all of this one and none of this one. Like that's problematic.
Right.
That is problematic. Okay, so I think we're at NTA for OP here. Let's do that. NTA, in our opinion here. Other people are going to have different opinions here, and that's 100% okay. We love to hear your opinions. I missed a couple things on the YouTube side. Let me back up. Painted D, hope everybody's having an amazing Christmas or had an amazing Christmas. Thank you so much. We did. We had a great one. Hope everybody here did as well. Banshee, dropping the 5. I have similar issues with my mother. She refuses to acknowledge my bonus kids or treat them equal to my bio. We've been no contact 2 years now. That's a completely different conversation, right? The bonus kids versus bio kids. I know, that's a situation as well. And we've been fortunate enough to, on both sides, experience family that doesn't see biology, right? It's like they just welcome them in like they've always been there. And that's an amazing thing that I don't think you can assume to experience as a bonus parent. So props to our families for welcoming people with open arms like that, which is huge. You're aware of how she's treating your child, but allowing it. Yeah, that sucks. It sucks. Hey, we're already at 1438 to 25 Hondo on the TikTok goal here. Ali Lawana dropping the finger hearts. Tony Spark as well. Belinda, Darthanji, Adri, Elise, Jelly Diego, Sam Gilmore dropping 835 of them. Holy crap. Nice. Thank you. Melissa Elliott's dropping 150. Michelle N.A. Michelle dropping another 102 there. Conan, Bindi Luhu. Thank you guys. We're moving right along, and that again will unlock the Petty Revenge story and Caden Thunder appearance if he's still around. Now, you had unlocked already the mother-in-law reward story, so we will dive down to that. Here we go. Get my correct scene set up here. Hey there, it is Dusty Thunder once again with another story for you. This one's a mother-in-law one. Mother-in-law asked us to hire a babysitter for Christmas Eve dinner. No poll for this one because it's not a question. And he's not the new studio, but this is the existing studio that we are moving out of this weekend. So this coming Sunday is going to be our very last stream in this studio. So I took everything that was on the shelves off this morning, and I'm going to take the shelves down tomorrow. So Sunday, there will be not even any shelves there. And then the next stream we do will be set up in the new space, and it'll hopefully be all put together. Hopefully. Moving is one thing. Setting everything up in the new space, completely other thing. Mother-in-law asked us to hire a babysitter for Christmas Eve dinner. Am I overreacting? Okay, I really need to vent about my mother-in-law and our Christmas Eve. I'm just so baffled and hurt, and I need to know if I'm overreacting. We have 2 kids, a 10-year-old girl and an 8-year-old boy. They're completely normal, well-behaved kids. They say please and thank you without being prompted. They can get excited and loud sometimes, but they're kids. We were invited to her house for Christmas Eve dinner. She actually asked us ahead of time to get a babysitter for the kids for a family holiday dinner. I was completely thrown off. This is the woman who spent years begging us for grandchildren. We were the first of her 5 kids to have any. Now we have two of her 3 grandkids. Words are hard. Now we have 2 of her 3 grandkids, and she acts like their presence is a huge inconvenience. My asking for help is basically non-existent. Maybe once every 6 months, I'll ask her to sit with them for an hour or 2. The last time I asked was so I could get a haircut. Her face dropped like she was so disappointed that I asked. Since she was so irritated, I stopped asking. My husband says she raised her kids and she's done. I know that. I'm not asking her to raise mine. They're in school and go to daycare afterward. They were in daycare full time before they started school. I get it. She's retired, single, and has a busy social life. I respect her time. But you don't get to desperately want grandchildren and then treat them like party crashers at Christmas. We couldn't find a sitter on such short notice. Also, who's babysitting on Christmas Eve?
Right?
So we brought them after getting her okay. She was perfectly polite to them all night, but I was so annoyed by the whole thing that I just stayed in the living room watching Christmas movies with the kids while she cooked in the kitchen. It didn't feel right. It felt like we were uninvited guests. Her youngest daughter, who has a newborn, was there too. I didn't ask if she was asked to get a sitter, and I don't care. My own grandma is gone now, but she would have never dreamed of telling my mom to leave me with a sitter for a family holiday. She lived for her children and grandchildren. Has anyone else had to deal with this? A grandparent who wanted the idea of grandkids, but not the actual reality of them? I feel so misled, and my husband just stays neutral, which isn't helping. I'm just sad for my kids. Edit, my kids go to school. They're in daycare / after school program after school. Edit 2, we asked one distant relative to babysit, but stopped after that. At edit 3, she does prefer adult-only parties and cocktails, but this was Christmas Eve dinner. She had tried to plan adults-only vacations, but we don't go. She is super excited to be an empty nester, and I'm happy for her. Thoughts?
What the fuck is happening? I think the fact that it's Christmas Eve dinner, it makes it not okay to ask that of your kids, to find a babysitter. It's Christmas Eve dinner. I just wouldn't have personally have gone. I would have just done my own Christmas Eve dinner at home and just said, "Hey, we're not comfortable getting a babysitter." That is not something I would ever want to do. Like having kids and Christmas Eve and Christmas, like that is sacred to me. A sacred family time that I would never give up for anything, because you only get so few of their life, like, to enjoy that for what it is. And so I would not give that up. And so I would decline the invitation to said party. Also, but that's just me.
Yeah, I agree. And because your time has value, your presence has value, your children's time and presence has value as well. And if it is not appreciated, don't give it. Don't give your time where it isn't appreciated. Don't give your presence where it's unwanted. Like, I wouldn't go either. I'd be like, okay, well, I'm sorry, we're not going to go and have our kids be like uninvited guests, or us feel like uninvited guests.
Yeah.
I'm not doing that. And I'm not going to risk my children feeling unwanted.
Right.
Also, like, why? Was she going to do like a dirty Santa thing and didn't want the kids around? I don't understand why she wouldn't want them there. And who not too long before Christmas is like, "Hey, can you get a babysitter for Christmas Eve?" I'm sorry. I'm pretty sure all of the babysitters are busy on Christmas Eve. What in the world? No way. Christmas is for kids, and decline the invite immediately. Agreed.
Okay.
Agreed. Navy Thunder. Navy Thunder, can you come here? Can you come say hi? Come here. Come here, Barbie. That's okay. Come here. Say hi. This camera's there. Not the screen. She just sees the screen where she can look at herself. Look at Mama. There you go. She just wants to see the screen where she can see herself. I love you. Are you hanging out in the empty studio back there?
Why am I looking at the screen? No.
You're a goober. Okay. She's a goober. She's a goober. She's feeling much, much better. Thank goodness. But she still has she gasses out quick. So when she gets cranky, she gets cranky. But she's not 24/7 mean like she was when she was not feeling well. Feeling better. Like 2 days before Christmas, she started the upswing. Hey, Holiday, thanks so much for the hundos, for the jewels there. Greatly appreciate that. All of them. Lots of them. God's blessed Wonder Woman. This is a Grandma's Gone Wild episode today. Truly is. Painted D. Oh my word, every minute I can spend with my grandbaby is heaven. I can't imagine not seeing him on Christmas Eve. Yeah, and asking for him not to, right? Ryu Kachiha with the New Year's Eve 2026. Thanks so much. Tattooed out with the high five. Thank you so much for that. Greatly appreciate it. Yeah. Let's see here. We're at 3 of 15 supers over there on the YouTube side, y'all. And as a reminder, that will unlock a spicy best of Redditor update story. TikTok side, you were already at 1606 out of 25 hundo to unlock the Petty Revenge story and Caden Thunder appearance. Allie, Gracie, Nicole, Michelle, dropping finger hearts there. We are going for those finger hearts. Katie May, Suzanne, that SRT4 chick, Tony Spark, dropping more there too. Katie May, Lindsay, Candy Thunder as well, Chris 9799, Annie Butcher, Ali Lawana. Thank you all so much. We'll dive into our next story right now. I can't hear you. What? Well, it's not an AITA story, so It wasn't, am I overreacting? I no. I mean, not for us anyway. We would feel the same way, but yeah, you went, which is more than we would have done. I feel like we would have created a boundary right then and be like, I'm sorry. If you give us any indication that any member of our family is unwanted there, you don't, we're a package deal, especially on the holidays. Sorry about you. All right, here we go. Diving into the next story. Hey there, it is Dusty Thunder once again with another story for you. This is, am I the astronaut for expecting my husband to get a job? Would you like to do a poll for this one? I mean, we have absolutely no context whatsoever, but let's go. Would you like to start a poll, Mama? Okay. Am I the astronaut for expecting my husband to get a job? Poll is starting. YouTube side, you know what to do. Vote with a comment there. See, she even had her Barbie dress on today. Navy Thunder did. She's in her Barbie era. In the Barbie era. Am I the astronaut for expecting my husband to get a job? I gotta say, you know, my view on partnerships and provider status and blah, blah, blah is like, I always want to give Candy Thunder the freedom to not have to work if she doesn't want to. I'm not doing great on that. I'm not doing great. But that's what I always, I always strive to create an environment where you don't have to if you don't want to.
I said I was in 2026. I was going to leave one of my jobs.
I'm like, I'm sorry.
No,
As a person who relies on you on both of those jobs, please no. Not doing great. But
I kid.
But like I always strive to create the environment where you have the choice.
You do. I work 2 part-time jobs, and it's a perfect balance to home life work balance that you provide, and I appreciate that.
There was a time when Navy was a fresh little nugget that we planned to not have Candy Thunder work as long as possible. But there's also that time as a parent of a fresh nugget that you start to lose yourself and start to hang by a single nerve, and like you need the adult world interaction again in order to feel
for
whole.
me, yes. For other people, I think it's that they enjoy that and want to stay home.
Yeah,
but for me, I like the balance of having the ability to pick up my child from school and
freedom.
And then also to work and to balance that. So and what you provide, I appreciate.
I'm getting there. I'm working on it. But we at least have had that ability to have that freedom and do that. Yep. But I think if you're in a position where like, hey, in order to survive, we both need to, we would. And that'd be a partnership kind of approach. 100%. So that's where I was going with it. So
I'll work 2 jobs if necessary.
Right. So it's an NTA for me because I think if it's needed for survival,
then it needs to be done.
Yep. We both buckle up and do it.
For sure.
All right. Here we go. Am I the astronaut for expecting my husband to get a job? It was 86% NTA. 8% went ESH on there. You out of here, Caden Thunder? See, dude, you want to hop on and say hi for 2 seconds? Caden Thunder's on his way out the door, just popping on to say hi. He's got a fresh cut today, too. Look at that.
Hey.
Fresh cutting up.
Oh, Stranger Things was great. You should watch it.
Yes, Stranger Things was very, very good. Love you, dude.
Love you, too. Merry Christmas. Okay.
All right. There was. Okay, am I the astronaut for expecting my husband to get a job? My husband, male 31, and I, female 27, have been together for almost 8 years, and aside from monetary issues, our relationship is perfect. We have tastes and values in common. He's very supportive and caring, and everyone in my family loves him. Our monetary issue started when he left his job around 4 years ago because his contract with the company ended. Concomitant? I don't know what that word means. Concomitant or concomitant. My mother-in-law, let's call her Jessica, was diagnosed with a rare neurodegenerative disease, and even naturally accompanying or associated, like simultaneously. Wow. Concomitant. My mother-in-law, let's call her Jessica, was diagnosed with a rare neurodegenerative disease, and ever since her health has only worsened. She can't move, eat, or even go to the bathroom by herself. My husband, being the only child and unoccupied at the time, has been key in caring for her. For a while after that, I didn't even blink an eye. But after something like 1 year after the end of his contract, I had a conversation with him about how it felt weird that I was the only one working in our relationship and being the breadwinner. He said he was going to start looking for a job. A few months after that, I had an issue with my health and had to stop working. Did my husband find a job? Nope. He's just taking care of his mom. We started basically being provided for by my parents and his. Last year, though, he found a job, and then he left it after 3 months because he wanted to take care of his mother. My health has not been better, but I am forced to go back to work because I feel terrible for making my dad overwork to support us. Is his wife having to work even when sick going to make him get a job? No. We talked a lot about how he can't get a job because he's taking care of Jessica. But even his parents said that they would support him and want him to if he were to get a job. Truth be told, my parents aren't the only ones having to overwork because Jessica needs physiotherapy, appointments, exams, etc., and all those are expensive. I told him I feel like he abandoned me. He's letting me go back to work sick and is saying that Jessica needs him and that he will be better able to support me in my sickness if he's staying at home. But how is he going to support me if I won't be home because I'm working to provide for us? He won't listen to anyone, be it me, his dad, or even Jessica herself. I'm so tired of this being an issue. I feel like I shouldn't have to fight to convince my husband that he has to help with money. It sometimes feels like he's being truly delusional, telling himself that so he doesn't have to face the fact that he is in his 30s without a career or any prospect of a future. So, am I the asshole for expecting my husband to get a job? Well, this is a pickle.
Yeah. But no, I mean, I think it sounds like it's a necessary means to surviving life. So no, I don't think you're the asshole for expecting him to get a job. His dad is available, right? To take care of to mom.
I don't know. I do know that both of them, his parents, are saying, go get a job.
Yeah. They're understanding it.
But he quit his job that he got after 3 months because he wanted to go take care of her, even though they said, we don't want you to do that. I guess the big question is how are they still letting him come over and take care of her as his job? But
they're still supporting him. Like they're still paying for their bills, their money. They're giving them money.
Both sets of parents are having to.
Yeah, her parents and his parents. So I feel like if you're still doing that and you're telling someone to get a job and they're still unwilling to get a job, you're just enabling them at that point to not get a job.
Exactly. I mean, the only solution here that makes sense where they could have him continue to take care of her but have an actual job is for them to hire him as the in-home health aide, right? And make it an hourly or salary thing, whatever you want, but make it an actual fucking job. That way he has a job, is supporting monetarily, which they're going to end up having to do anyway. So he can fill that role. But then OP doesn't feel like she's all alone, having to go back to work sick.
I mean, I understand what OP is saying, that I don't want to have to survive off of the being funded by my parents and his parents. No. Like, I don't want that. I want my own stable life.
Absolutely.
And to have your partner not fighting like hell to contribute to that. I mean, that's going to cause some definite frustration and resentment in the relationship. So it is, at this point, it's going to harm your relationship if there isn't some kind of resolution.
It is. Because it's already resentment.
Yeah.
Right? There's only one more step.
Charlie Diego says there are agencies and programs that pay people, even if it's their parents. Exactly. Yes. 100%.
Yep. You can be a family member and still
be paid to take care of them. And I mean, go down that route, like find the resources and information necessary to do that. But at this point, like, what is he providing to his mom? at this
care
point.
wise.
Yeah. Is he just driving to appointments? Is he actually providing like home health care? Like, what is it that he's providing?
That's a
Is
good
it
question.
necessary? Like, there's I
Is
have
he
so many
actually
questions.
being a caregiver, or is he just wanting to be with her because he's afraid that she's going to pass?
I wondered
and
that
he
as
won't
well.
be there. But again, like hiring him to be that person and finding programs that allow it to happen. That's the one solution that I see here. Now, the question for OP is, if that was the job, would you be happy with that? Would you be okay with that?
If it was a paying job.
If it was
yeah.
a paying job and he was able to still take care of his mom, would that check the box for you? Would you feel as alone as you do right now? So I guess that's the big question. But he won't listen to anyone.
It's weird.
Everyone has told him to go get a job and he won't do it.
I don't understand.
To me,
I just don't understand.
It feels like the fear of losing her. Like he's so afraid of losing her that he can't not be there.
Or that is what he enjoys doing. And so having a job feels like it's like taking away from the life that he wants. And it doesn't. And the parents are willing to provide. They're willing to pay. And so what's the point?
Yeah.
Like at this point, he's comfortable in the position that he's in. So what, without any pain that would create the change, what's the point?
Yeah. That's true. There has to be some kind of pain to initiate the change.
And they're not providing that pain
and you guys are right.
monetarily.
He's only taking care of his mom and not his wife, who is in need of care as well. So like,
That's 100% true. Yeah, it's not that. It's not this. It
you're
just
sliding
feels
down a slippery slope toward indifference.
It feels
and
like
then
he
it's game
got
over.
Yeah, it feels like he got comfortable in the role that he was doing, and he doesn't want to leave that. Whatever that role may be, and maybe it's just shooting the shit with his parents. I don't know.
Watching Wheel of Fortune, eating fucking cottage cheese with club crackers. Like that's.
Let's not dog on. I like cottage cheese and club crackers.
Tony Spark. Oh, hold on. Objection. Overruled.
Prefer Crunchmaster, but
Yeah, pretty good with club crackers though. Yeah, we have club crackers right now, so but we're out of cottage cheese.
are they called Crunchmaster?
The crunch? The little
Yeah, those are my
crispy chips from Sam's that you're talking about.
Those are my favorite.
Flag on the play. My actual flag is already packed away. Otherwise, I'd throw it right now. That was oddly specific. That's what I do. That's how I go over the line.
Oddly
What's up,
specific.
Nikki? You were shopping for last minute Christmas gifts for the second Christmas. I
Didn't make.
give Tony Spark a flag too. He threw it. Okay, so it was. Am I the astronaut for expecting my husband to get a job? We're at NTA. Let's make that official. NTA for expecting your husband to get a job. I truly feel like this and a lot of the things that we're tackling today are things that should be a team decision and a unified front, but just aren't. So, like, if you've got one person in that marriage going rogue and doing things that don't serve the marriage, that's going to ultimately lead to that relationship's demise. Even if it somehow gets legally held together with duct tape, you're going to hit indifference and then you're just going to exist. Isn't that right, Navy Thunder? You're going to work? Or you're getting bored? Okay. Well, we're halfway there, kiddo. But I thought this might happen. We have a very limited area for her to play right now because we're moving and packing, and most of the areas she would normally chill are gone. Sound booth already torn down, plopped up there, and she has like one tiny space to hang out. No Wheel of Fortune slander on this channel. Please. Exhausting. There, the Wheel of Fortune. You called it Wheel of Thunder. They should do a Wheel of Thunder episode. That should be it. Hey, we are at 1817 of 25 hundo on the finger heart goal, which, as a reminder, unlocks the petty revenge story. And we're at 4 of 15 on the YouTube side here. I get it. It's a weird day. It's a Friday live. It's a weird day. Amanda dropping the finger hearts there, and the Rose, Candy Thunder, and Amanda dropping a bunch more. Davis, Joe, Tony Spark, Rebecca, the Count is in the house dropping the finger hearts. Thank you so much. And a Hartman here, Carrie, Ali Lawana, Najia, Amarina, Magic in the house. Dropping the Go Populars and the Heartme's there. Naja again there. JGM, Anna Hartman. Blair Harden with the I'm Ready. Thanks so much. Michelle, JGM there again. Thank you so much, guys. Greatly appreciate all the love. Gonna dive over to the next one now. Did you have a thought, Tony Spark? Oh, Tony Spark is the role of Candy Thunder will now be played by Tony Spark. Throw on K-pop on Netflix and we'll be done before it's over. You know what? I was folding laundry earlier in between working in the setting up the new studio and then running home and showering and getting ready for the stream. I was folding a load of laundry there in the in-between, and there was nothing on, and I threw on K-pop Demon Hunters because I was like, oh, it's something like she and I can watch together while folding laundry, and sometimes she'll help with laundry too. But she like heard it start and she comes in there and she's like, why is this on? And I'm like, I thought we could watch together. She's like, I don't want to watch this. I'm like, I want to watch this. She's like, I want Bluey. I'm like, okay. She's like, actually, I want Baby Shark. I'm like, oh God, here we go. So then we went on an odyssey to find the episode of Baby Shark she was looking for. I was like, the obsession burst. Yep, she still loves K-pop Demon Hunters. She got some K-pop Demon Hunter like sweatshirts for Christmas and loves them. She's just also, when she's in that sickness recovery zone, she's very, very particular. She's like, I want this and only this.
Do you think she got markers?
That's right. Tony Spark. You don't piss off the the grouchy toddler. Barbie movies, that would have been great. That would have been smart. I'm not that smart today. Sorry. All right, here is...
I'm going to do it.
Tony Sparks cherry picking here. All right, here we go. Hey there, it is Dusty Thunder once again with another story for you. This is Am I the Astronaut for frequently using the living room in a shared space when I don't pay rent? Poll incoming. Am I the astronaut for frequently using the living room in a shared space when I don't pay rent? I'm so confused right now. Frequently using the living room in a shared space when I don't pay rent. Like you're a guest often of someone who does pay rent, because that's different. But if you're the guy on the couch and you're abusing the guy on the couch program, probably. What do you guys think? The frequently. Oh, Angel Send. Okay. Am I the astronaut for frequently using the living room in a shared space when I don't pay rent? Maybe this is the guy on the couch. Maybe. Cottage cheese, salt, and pepper is good. Yeah. You know what's really good? Cottage cheese with seasoned salt. It's really good.
The steak last night. That might be the best steak I've ever made.
You had a steak? A good steak? We'll have to talk about it once we get you up here. Sounds like your ex-roommate, the Latiana. Cottage cheese is good. They've got this one kind. I'll have to get the name from Candy Thunder, but it's a healthier one from Target, and it's pretty darn good. Okay, ESH takes it here. It looks like with 23%.
Interesting.
Yeah, and Ascon 2 has 21%. So ESH, Ascon 2. All right. I'll play. We'll see where we end up. I, 21 male, recently got into it with my brother, 29 male, and sister-in-law, 28 female, over the fact they feel that my girlfriend and I use the living room too much. For some context on my living situation, I am a full-time university student, but I do work part-time, about 8 to 10 hours a week. When I first transferred to my university from community college, my brother and sister-in-law offered to let me live with them so I didn't have to worry about housing cost or food. They said they were happy to cover the cost of groceries and rent since they both have well-paying jobs, and I would only need to pay for myself if I wanted to go out or order out. I've also taken over virtually all chores to try and make things more equitable. Everything seems to have been going well these past few months, but things are weird after my girlfriend came to stay with us. She attends a university out of state, so we are long distance, and she is spending her winter break with me. Since the semester is over, we have a lot of free time and have just been focusing on making up for lost time and just enjoying each other's company. The first instance I got that something was off was with my brother and sister-in-law was when I sent her my grocery order for the week. I I sent my grocery order for the week to my sister-in-law. My brother almost immediately texted me and told me I was asking for too much. I had added some additional things I would normally do since my girlfriend was visiting and I wanted to make us dinner. A few of the things my brother had a problem with that I asked for was ground beef, chicken, steak, and shrimp for 1 week. But I tried to explain to him it was ingredients for a recipe I had looked up. He and my sister-in-law did eventually concede and added it to the order with the condition they would use some of the ingredients for themselves to make the cost worth it. I thought that was weird, but another thing that's been happening is when my sister-in-law gets home from work, my girlfriend and I have usually just finished making our dinner for the evening and are sitting in the living room watching TV. It's the only room in the house with a TV. I could tell she's been annoyed when she's been getting home, but didn't think it pertained to me or my girlfriend until my brother approached me at the end of the week and asked if me and my girlfriend would please try to be out of the way and up in my room when sister-in-law gets home from work because she doesn't like seeing us all over each other and is also annoyed because she would like to watch TV. I feel like both my brother and sister-in-law are very frustrated, and the level of frustration has surprised me. It's almost like it came out of nowhere. So I'm posting here to get some perspective. Edit to add requested context. Did I ask my brother and sister-in-law if my girlfriend could come stay? Yes and no. They've always extended a welcome for my girlfriend, and I didn't ask if she could stay, but my brother and sister-in-law asked if she was planning to stay for winter break around early November, and I said yes, and they were both kind of like, okay, cool, as if it wasn't a big deal. For the grocery order, I usually make my own dinner and not for my sister-in-law or brother because they prefer to cook for themselves. It's always been our arrangement that I take care of myself when it comes to dinner. I've asked for steak, chicken, and shrimp before, but never in one order, so I can understand where my brother and sister-in-law got upset. I think I was overzealous and wanted to do something nice for my girlfriend while she's visiting. You just wanted someone else to pay for it. Thoughts, Tony Spark?
Well, I think that I get that he like wanted to make something nice for his girlfriend, and I think that maybe that was a perfect opportunity for you when you sent your grocery order, which seems a little odd that you're sending grocery orders to your sister-in-law, but if that's the arrangement they have or whatever, that's fine. I think that would have been a good opportunity to be like, hey, I know this is more than what I usually get. Here, let me Venmo you some money for this. I want to make us all a nice dinner while my girlfriend's here. Or like, I want to make her something nice. Like the fact that you didn't even offer at all to be like, I'm going to order steak and shrimp and chicken and all of this extra stuff. Can you just pick that up for me? Thanks while you're at the store.
Here's my order.
Yeah.
Which is basically how
here's
it's
my
presented to us.
order.
Here's my
Can
order.
you go get this? And it'd be like, bro, this is not just like, and anyway, you should be helping no matter what with groceries. I feel like I understand that they said they would pay like, hopefully this guy's like slipping him some money every now and then, be like, hey, here's,
I feel like he would have said
I feel like he's not. And I feel like it's just a growing frustration that they are having. Like that, I feel like maybe brother and sister-in-law might be regretting the offer that they made because they're like, okay, we didn't think it was going to be like this. Maybe they thought he was going to be more helpful or more like,
okay.
And then the fact that when the girlfriend's there and you kind of take over the place and it's like, it's your guys' place and it's not. Like,
I mean, you said it yourself, OP. It's the only room in the house with a TV.
yeah.
So you're monopolizing it.
Yeah. Get a TV for your room, bro.
There you go. Get a TV. Which, only working like 8 to 10 hours a week. I get it. That may not be possible. Like, it just may not be possible. I understand that. However, if you feel like something could be wrong, I think you kind of have the burden of communication here, right? You have the burden of communication because you're the one receiving the benefit of the arrangement. So if you feel like something might be off, I would try to confront it immediately so that fire doesn't grow and be like, hey, look, I am wide open to like altering this arrangement. And if I ask for too much, tell me, please.
Yeah.
And look, if I need to take more chores on to accommodate for like me taking things that you guys didn't anticipate me to, like time in the living room, you know what I mean? Like monopolizing the TV. Like I get it. Just tell me, that way I can work around those things and know. And I feel like OP, if told those things, would know, but OP doesn't have the ability to read the room.
And also OP, like if they, I think part of it is on the brother and sister-in-law that they're not asked. They need to be asking him to do this stuff. Like they need to be asking him to
it's on
contribute
them as well.
and they need to I feel like they're just not communicating well enough about this, and that they're clearly letting this build up.
This is
like
they come from a family where nobody talks about their
nobody
feelings.
talks about it, and they just
let it
sit
blow
there
up.
eating their separate food, or like I can see like OP says he doesn't cook for them either, so like he makes himself a dinner, and then when they get home, then they have to like wash the dishes to be able to make themselves dinner. Like I feel like that's the situation
While he and
he's like
girlfriend-
sitting there eating and like blah blah blah, and then it's just like a tense. I feel like it's a very like awkward, tense moment. And I feel like there's just a lot of like tension there, but nope, they're like, sounds like maybe they're all non-confrontational people.
Yeah.
Like, and OP is just kind of just, you know, I don't know.
Happy-go-lucky.
Yeah. I feel like he's just like, oh, yeah. He's in
college student.
I feel like he's just like, oh, they said I could stay here. This is great. This works out awesome for me.
Ricari, he does the chores around the. He said virtually all chores around the house. So, but he's done that since the beginning. So that was the beginning situation here. There has been a change in what he expected to receive without his anticipated input. And I think that's the big issue here. The bigger issue for you, OP, is that look, a lot of people don't have the ability to read the room. A lot of people don't have the ability to empathize. A lot of people don't have the ability to pull vibes. And
This is a lot of tension when you're sitting there eating your dinner. Like
you are one of those people. And look, there's a large population of people who can't do that. And things are just a little more complicated for you because you can get yourself into situations like this and be like, I feel like it just came out of nowhere. It didn't. You just didn't pick up on it before. You need like very clear, stark, blunt communication to be able to know what the fuck is going on. And they need to be able to communicate with you as well. But right now, like you have the burden of communication because you are the one receiving the benefit of this. So I would say just go talk to them and be like, hey, I feel like I fucked up. I feel like you guys are upset with me and I just want to make it right.
Yeah.
Can we figure this out? And just open up that dialogue so that you can start having the conversation.
But the grocery order thing, you fucked that one up, bro. Like you can't just send a whole bunch of extra stuff and like steak and shrimp and lobster. You know what? Pick up a 25-pound prime rib too. I really want to do something nice. Like I feel like that's not what I feel like there needs to be some like. I feel like you probably could have avoided this whole situation if when sending that like it's like the straw that broke the camel's back type of thing in that situation where it was like if you would have said, hey, here's what I want. Hey, here's some money. Like here, I'm going to Venmo you some money for blah, blah, blah. But again, that wouldn't have solved the actual problem because this is clearly something that's like building up.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I don't know, bro. Get a TV for your room too. I mean, I think that's
but like we talked about, he's only able to work like 8 to 10 hours a week because he's in school. So I get it. It's complicated, right? But now
he's got money for the bars.
Open up the line of communication. I think that's the way to go.
Yeah.
I think that's the way.
Yeah.
Faux show. So it was, am I the astronaut for frequently using the living room in a shared space when I don't pay rent? Yeah.
It's more than just the living room.
It is more than just the living room. I feel like the funny thing here is that like this is the thing you noticed, but it's much, much more than that. And the whole point is you need to see the more than that to really understand what you need to do here. But just open up a dialogue here. I'm going to go 3 on this. Should have done this differently. I don't feel like it's an ask on 2 thing. I don't feel like this is intentional. I feel like he's just kind of some people just can't read the room.
I think he's just he doesn't do well reading. He needs take a hint, bro.
Some people say
take a hint.
It's entitlement. And it could be an entitlement thing. It could be a bigger problem. But maybe it's just me being hopeful that is just an inability to empathize or read the room.
Yeah.
Tony Spark, ladies and gentlemen, let's give him a round of applause. Candy Thunder's ready to take her seat back, so we'll get her back in the shotgun position here. Let me do a little bit of catch up in the meantime here. We're at 24 hundo out of 25 hundo on the figure heart goal. You guys are gonna hit that stone. You're gonna get there. Sweet Tato Nicole Perez. It won't show me all of that. Jen with a G. Nicole Perez again there. Jen again there. Ellie the bestest. Just Jess. Aridana. Amanda dropping the roses. Hortensia. Amanda again there. Tony Spark. Thank you guys so much. We're going for the finger heart still. We are almost there to the goal. Joyce Brown is throwing him down now. That SRT4 chick as well. You guys are rocking it. Oro Tiber. Jero Mama. 2348. Boop, 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 boop. Almost there. Okay. We're rocking. We're rolling. Get this one here. Whoop. I'm moving the wrong windows around. Painted D. Dropping the cluelessness is big in this one. Yeah. Cluelessness. There are, you know, I don't know what it is personality wise that makes you more or less able to like read the room, but it's a thing. It's a thing. Who else had to work today? LA the bestest. Did you guys have to work today? I mean, we did, but it's a different kind of deal. It's different. We're at 2489. We're 11 away. Roz for makeup. Oh, Candy Thunder's jumping in. She's had a cool.
I only had one.
Tony Spark, General Mommy. Yep, you guys got there. We'll stay with this scene here for a second. You guys are hilarious. You're off work today, but working anyways. Angel Scent. That works different for me today because it's moving time. And the number one spot for hitting the figure heart goal here, Sam Gilmore hitting 4180. Earning that number one spot. Amanda in the number two spot at 1255. Michelle in the number three spot at 1030. Our top three all 1K and up. Look at you. Melissa Elliott in the number four spot at 745. Then we got Nicole Perez, NA, Candy Thunder, Jamie, Tony Spark, Naja, the SRT4 chick, Rock Wolf, Shelby, Adventures with Pam, Just Jess, Joy, Jen, Carrie, Joyce Brown, Gerald Mama, The Count, Sweet Tato, Erica Hawkins, Jen with a G, Bendy Luhu, Ellie the Bestest, Annie Butcher, and Amarina. I want to say Anna Marina. Amarina. Darth Angie, Belinda, Ali Luana, Vanessa Rivera, Vetta, Anna Hartman, Melissa B, Oro T-Bird, Hurricane, Kitty Cat, Meow, Christian Museum Girl, Ross for Makeup, Jersey Blind Girl. So much fun. Lexi, Crafty Hooper, Elise, Alida, Karen, not a Karen, Dally G. Duncan, and April Mariah. Thank you guys so much. You have unlocked something. What have you unlocked? You've unlocked the Petty Revenge story. Hey-o. Let me get the next one set up. The next one is going to be Lightning Round with Tony Spark. And this one will be for... Tony's over there talking about his steaks. I can hear him. Where is it? I gotta find a different goal because the one we planned on is not here. It's all in a different order. It's all hidden. Sorry. Okay. We are going for 130 Rising Stars. Paper Crane, could not find. Could not find. Shout out Gracie's cat. Hope they're better. Gracie. Spent the day at the vet's office with the kitty all day. Yeah. Over the holidays too. That's always fun. All the vibes. Okay, we are on that new goal there, and we have unlocked Petty Revenge. Let's do it. Let's go for some Petty Revenge here. Title of this Petty Revenge story is Speakerphone Madness. That's right. I'm Dusty Thunder. It's Petty Revenge time. I just discovered this sub, thought I would share. 2 years ago, I was with a coworker traveling out west. Midday, we stopped at a Denny's for lunch, and the restaurant was empty. Middle of nowhere, Utah. The waitress let us pick our seats, and we sat in a corner by a window. She took our drink orders, and within a minute, a man came into the empty restaurant, took the booth next to us, and started screaming into his phone, which was on speaker. We sat there getting angrier with every passing second, listening to this guy argue with his wife about ticket costs on Southwest Airlines, whether his mother needed wheelchair access, whether his mother needing wheelchair assistance would allow them all to board early, long-term parking costs. His wife has her brother join the call, and they all start screaming at each other in their native dialect. My friend and I are giving this guy glares, and he just glares back and keeps shouting. So I got up, took the booth on the other side of the man, with his booth now between my coworker and I called my coworker. He immediately understood, put me on speaker. I put him on speaker, and we started shouting at each other. I don't care what time it is, I'm having French toast. I hope they do the thing where they give you the extra milkshake in the metal cup. The waitress comes to our table, immediately understands what's going on. The random guy and his family are all agitated, and we can hear them yelling louder into his phone, one hand over an ear. I'm shouting my order through the phone, and my coworker's relaying it to the waitress 6 feet away. She goes along with it. Ask your friend how he takes his eggs. How do you want your eggs? Scrambled! This goes on for 2 solid minutes until the guy stands up, shouts, "You fucking assholes," and storms out. We're laughing. Waitress is laughing. Gave her a giant tip. Ate in peace. Not all heroes wear capes. Some yell across the span of 3 booths.
Also, French toast. Yum. I'm hungry. I'm super hungry.
You were talking about steak to a hungry woman? What are you trying to do to me?
I know.
Oh. Now it is.
That was amazing.
Nope. Lied. Now it is.
Also, I feel like we need to take a quick poll. Speakerphone in public, people. Is that like,
Speakerphone at home person.
speakerphone in public?
Is not
okay.
Is not.
I
I don't think that's okay, and it drives me insane when people do that. Same with FaceTiming in public. It's because you're essentially on speakerphone in public.
Unless you got an earbud.
No, but if you're like there and you have it pulled up and you're FaceTiming in public on a speakerphone, like it's too
My teenage daughter.
conversations to yourself.
My teenage daughter FaceTimes me when she goes to the store to get things, and she's like, "What about this?" And I'm like, "Send me a picture."
She will also FaceTime her friends from this far away. They do this thing where they talk, but it's like they have their phones like this, and I'm like, why wouldn't you just call somebody at that point? You're just staring at each other's blurry foreheads. What are we doing?
Mother trucker, unless they have some juicy gossip, I have to hear both sides, right? I wouldn't mind that.
I was at the post office a couple weeks ago, and somebody was not just on FaceTime; she was on the camera in her talking to her children, yelling at her children to do their homework through the camera in their living room, on speaker in the post line at the post office. And I'm like, "What are we doing, lady?" She's like, "Listen, tell your brother, do his homework."
Put that down.
That is literally what she was doing. That is what she was
my
doing.
gosh.
Don't you dare.
And then it wasn't just like one thing. For like 10 minutes off and on, she would do that. And when she wasn't talking, she would stand there and watch them. And then she'd be like, "Hey, I told you, read your book. If you don't read your book, you're not going to basketball practice." And I'm like, "Lady, we are in a public place, in a post office. Nobody's in a good mood anyway. We don't need to be seeing you talking through the camera to your child."
That's
It was weird.
that is weird.
Earbuds are a thing. I'm just saying.
Her kids were probably unsupervised, surely, but
Digitally supervised.
they were digitally supervised.
For sure.
Sometimes I turn on the cameras and talk to my dogs, and I'm like, "Who's a good boy?
Well, yeah.
Who's a good
Ellie
boy?"
the Bestest says, can we normalize asking people politely to stop? I would like to normalize new phones coming out with a feature that allows you to what's the word I'm looking for? EMP, basically, other speakerphone calls around you. If there was an app that would emit some kind of high pitched frequency that made speakerphone unusable, that's what I would use. I would just make it be like, I'm not going to ask them to stop. I'm just going to make them stop. Just dog whistle. Person on the other end's like, "Oh my God, are you on speaker? Get me off speaker now."
Right.
And then there you go. Like a scrambler.
Yeah. There you go.
But something, it may be a targeted thing, so you have to point it at them or something. But
I love that the guy in the story was like, "You fucking assholes," but was doing the exact same thing. And I'm like, if you're sitting in a booth at a restaurant and there's only one other table, why would you sit down next to the same people? Or the only people in the restaurant? Why would you do that? I would be like, I'll sit on the other side.
I don't know.
I'll sit on the opposite side in my own corner in my own space.
That's the guy, when he grows up a little bit, the guy that can't read the room. The guy that has no social awareness.
I'm too aware.
You are too aware. Candy Thunder walks through Target and feels what everyone's feeling. She's like,
no, it's like the new girl thing where Schmidt is like, "You just go around all day worrying about other people's feelings. How do you get anything done?" I'm like, I don't. I just think about things all day. I can't help it. It is what it is.
I know.
I'm getting better.
Yeah. Yeah, and
It's hard not to care.
And I was too much the opposite way. And we got to meet in the middle. Got to meet in the middle. Angel sent, I'm going to guess the guy that yells on speakerphone in public also has no social awareness. Oh, for sure. For sure.
I don't understand what it's like to not care about how, like that guy that's yelling, like how you care about, or you don't care about how you make other people feel.
Yes.
I don't know what that's like. 'Cause I'm consciously aware of it at all times.
Yeah.
But I can also like, I mean, I can get in there and say things. Can stand up for myself.
She's scrappy.
But
I mean, yes.
But it takes an emotional toll. I don't understand how you could sit down in a booth and turn on your speakerphone and yell at somebody. Like, I just don't even.
I can get in there and say things.
I don't understand it.
Normalize joining other people's speakerphone convo. Agreed. Yeah. Okay. Huh. Gosh, I only video chat if needed. I always turn down the volume. That's incredibly rude. Like, again, earbuds are a thing. You can video call and like only hear it here, and your mic is right there too. So you wouldn't have to talk any louder than you would if you were just on a normal phone call. I understand earbuds aren't for everybody. It's a thing. Candy Thunder hates them. Not an earbud fan. She doesn't like things in her ear.
I just use the over the ear.
The rubber tip ones freak her out. Yeah, but over the ears are a lot harder to tote around in your
That's
purse.
true.
You know what I mean?
Maybe I should start wearing those around Walmart and stuff.
You can be the new bebopper.
When I'm grocery shopping, I'm just, don't speak to me.
You know, you just have to walk with like a skip.
No, it would just be on silent mode.
I know.
There would be no
Pretend
music.
like you're listening to something, and then no one will mess with you. Nobody. Ellie, the bestest when my mic was broken, I would keep it down. Apologize if anyone said something. Can't read minds. Yeah. Look, I get it. I mean, if you have to do it, you have to do it. But you did so considerate of other people, and I think that's the biggest difference. Is that most of the time when you're seeing somebody do this, they just give zero fucks about the other person. Yeah. Okay, we are at 24:01:30 on those rising stars right now. Just Jess, Ann, Sam, Allie. Thank you guys so much. Greatly appreciate the love. We're going to get back to our regularly scheduled stories now. And I'm going to full. Is that correct, Tony Spock? Full. Okay. All right, there I am. Hey there, it is Dusty Thunder once again. I got a story for you. This one is, am I the astronaut for not holding the door for a woman? Would you like to start a poll, love? Am I the astronaut for not holding the door for a woman? Hodor. Mary Montz sent a gifted membership for the Dusty Thunder Gosheckin Thunder crew on the Gosheckin YouTube Gosheckin side. Thank you so much, Mary Montz. Received by Ms. Behaven. Welcome to the Gosheckin Thunder crew, Ms. Behaven. Heck yes, heck yes. Kim, wear my noise-canceling headphones when I shop at Trader Joe's. I've never like worn my earbuds or headphones into a place, but like if I'm working and doing stuff, I will. And there, I tell you what, technology is a hell of a thing now because you can choose to block out the outside world or have the outside world amplified to you so that you can still take part in conversations and stuff. Margarita sending out a gifted membership over there on the YouTube side as well. Tamika, welcome to the Gosh Heck of Thunder, courtesy of Margarita. Margarita. Hold the door for everyone. That's where I'm at, Sarah. Sarah, not Sarah. How is our poll looking? We got 5 seconds left. 75, not 75. You know what I mean. Nick, Fly, Mary Sika. Thank you guys so much.
Jules said, I hate when people never say thank you after you do. I always say, okay, I'll just go fuck myself then. It's so accurate. It's so accurate.
You say it loudly. Like, fuck me then, I guess.
See who holds the door for you next time. No, I'm just kidding. But it's so accurate. So accurate. Yeah. NTA 58%, ESH 11.9%, and ASCON 1 7.4%.
All right.
Sorry, I'm getting distracted by my hunger, so getting swirly.
Getting swirly. All right. Okay, here we
Dr.
go.
Sweets.
Dr. Sweets in the hizzy. Said that like I'm hip. I'm cool. What's up, Dr. Sweets? Hope you had a great Christmas. Am I the astronaut for not holding the door for a woman? Recently, I, 38 female, switched my daughter to a new daycare. The entry system is similar at both. You enter a code and password into a keypad and it unlocks the door. Only people who are authorized to pick up a child are given the code, and those people have their IDs checked and on file with the daycare. At the old daycare, the rule was that you are not to hold the door for anyone. Every entrant must use the code to open the door. They didn't explicitly tell me that this was the rule at the new daycare, but I figured it was the case, as it's certainly a policy I appreciate. The other day was one of my first times at the new daycare. As I entered, an old woman, late 60s, was standing behind me. I coded in, and she tried to follow me. I sort of blocked the door with my body and said, "I'm sorry, I think you have to use the entry pad." She said, "Oh, I'm just somebody's grandma." I said, "Okay, but I still don't think I'm allowed to let you in. There's a button right there where you can ask the front desk person to let you in." She huffed and said, "Are you really not going to let me in?" I said, "Sorry. I'll let someone inside know you're waiting." And I pulled the door closed behind me and alerted a staff member that someone was waiting. Maybe 10 seconds later, I hear the door open behind me. The woman was walking behind me, muttering under her breath the whole way and giving me a dirty look once she passed me. I'm certain she thought I was the asshole. When I told my husband about this, he said I was not the asshole, but that I probably should have just let her in. In my opinion, crazy comes in all shapes, sizes, and ages, and I'd rather make a situation uncomfortable than potentially unsafe for my child and other children. So, am I the asshole? Info, the area we were standing in wasn't in any way uncomfortable. It was an interior entry space between a set of doors that open automatically, and the door has a keypad.
NTA.
NTA.
I know. No.
If Grandma
NTA.
can't respect the sanctity and protection of the children, then fuck you, Grandma.
You explained it. You understand it. I'm sorry, but as someone who has a child in daycare that has a door that you have to be buzzed in at, NTA, 100%. I appreciate that the door is there as a safety measure for our kids. Like that's not how it works. NTA. I would hold the door for people if I knew them. Like I'm familiar with the other
If you
parents.
know that they're a parent of a kid there, yeah, but.
But as for someone that I've never met before and they're trying to enter a daycare where there are kids, no, NTA. It's the same thing at a school. You get buzzed in one at a time. And it's for the protection of the kids. So I feel like it's necessary.
I would have followed this grandma and be like, make sure you get the right kid.
Keep your eyes on her.
Clearly you don't care about, the safety and the process and protocol here. So let's just make sure you get the right kid. Not someone else's random kid. I don't know.
Right.
And I'm sure this was grandma's been there 100 times and, they know me and blah, blah. I don't give a fuck. I'm sorry.
Right.
I'm not going to be the cause for some parent getting a phone call that their kid isn't there at the school. Nope. Not going to be me.
Yeah.
So, an overabundance of caution.
Right. Yeah. And I hold the door for the parents that I know because I'm there with them when I pick her up every day. So it is what it is. But, I would not hold the door for someone that I did not know. Yeah.
No, that's specific to a daycare. When you're at Casey's and you're.
Yeah. Hold the door for everyone.
Hold the door for everyone.
Yeah.
We have discussed the distance. There's they have to be within 10 steps, right? For it to be the right thing to do. If they're more than 10 steps away, then you're the asshole because you're making them feel like they have to run.
Right.
And I have to admit, I find myself in that asshole-ish position more often than not because I'm like, hey, I understand that I'm going to be waiting a few extra seconds and I'm willing to invest that to hold the door open for this person. And then I see them be like, oh, and start running. And I'm like, fuck, I did it again. I'm a line crosser and a door holder opener too longer. And I don't, yeah. It's all an issue with social depth perception, I guess.
You're adorable. You're nice.
For an asshole. You feel like what? I enjoy making it awkward for people?
Whenever.
No. I'm awkward. Like I make it awkward for myself and for Candy Thunder a lot, but I never want to make it awkward for other people.
When they're too far away and that's when you just push the door open really hard and then you're like, catch it.
Run, bitch.
Hope you get it. I did my day. I did my nickel.
I did my doing.
I did my dime.
What do you do in the situation with does anybody else with the awkwardness? I feel like Candy Thunder would relate to this of when it's the double doors and somebody's coming and you hold open one door, but then they go through the other door or you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's kind of at the same time as you're getting there. So you're trying to hold open the door for them, but then they're going that or Like it's the double door situation and they go through the one that you're not holding open and
I
it's
said,
like,
well, fuck me then.
it's like awkward, like especially when there's not like a bar in the middle, like when there's not the bar in the middle, so it's just like wide open, but like
Right.
you're holding it, but then they're also going.
Joyce.
It's kind of like you
Oh.
look dumb just standing
Exactly
there. You're
what I
like,
Yes.
okay, sorry. Oh, oops. Let me get
Yeah.
through here. Oh, nice.
Exactly.
As Cat
Exactly.
5 and said, as one of my true crime podcasts taught me, fuck politeness and apologize later in safety situations. In safety
Yep.
situations, yes, 100%. Who also has found themselves in this situation when there's an atrium, like you go through the first set of doors, but then there's the second set of doors, and you got like a mom pushing a stroller or something. So you hold the first set of doors, and then you stretch your whole body and grab and hold the second set of doors open too. So you're like this. And you're holding both?
My husband.
I will hold both doors. I
We
will
had-
turn
we had
myself
that
into Mr.
situation.
Fantastic and like Gumby. And yes.
We had the situation on Monday because Navy, I held the door and I was going to hold it for the person with the stroller. But Navy went ahead and walked into the store. And so she was taken off and I was like, so I let the door closed and Dustin was like, we had a system. And I was like, well,
Thought we had a plan here, Tater. I'm
I was
holding
like,
the first
well-
set of doors open and they get to the second set and it's closed. And I'm like, well, hot damn.
well, my child took off.
My
So
team has
priority was
abandoned me.
priority was taken when Navy decided to go shopping in the teenage section at Kohl's. And I was like, she's like, ooh, a shimmery shirt. Yeah. She found a shirt that had sequins and one that was like shimmery fabric. And she was like, ooh, and just walked ahead. And I was like, I'm gone.
Crystal, I think that's the way to go. You tell them thank you even if you go through the other door. On the double doors thing. Yeah, that makes sense. It's always awkward. Yell sorry and get your kid.
Yeah. Yep.
I get it.
That's what I told her. I
Shiny.
was like,
Exactly.
I did what you would have done. You would have done the same thing if she had taken off inside Kohl's. You don't know what's waiting in there
No,
around the shiny shirt.
No, I know. But I would have been like, hi, you got a job to do here, kid. Get back here and hold this damn door.
Okay.
That's not what I would have done.
She was distracted. It was gone.
Ellie the Bestest hates being thanked. Gives you the irks.
Oh,
What do you, does it make you uncomfortable when somebody thanks you in public?
no. That doesn't make me uncomfortable. I'm just like, you are so welcome. And
What is it about
yeah,
being
happy
thanked?
to help.
What it is it?
My phone voice comes out.
Skin crawls. Just like, I wonder where that comes from. I wonder what traumatic event behind being thanked is the root of that for you.
We all have our things.
We do. Indeed. Yeah.
I don't like going through drive-thrus. No, I hate it. I fucking hate it. Literally hate it. I will avoid it at all costs. Because I don't know. It feels like you never know what you're going to get. You never know what's going to happen in that line.
Mother always said life is like a drive-through. You never know what you're gonna get.
And you've conditioned me to wait at home for my food as you go through the drive-through. And
She
so it
said
makes me uncomfortable to go through a drive-through.
She said this the other
You made
day.
me dependent on
She
you
was
for
like-
drive-through food.
She's like, I don't know how to get McDonald's anymore.
Well, it's been quite a few years. I don't know. The only drive-through I know how it works is the Chick-fil-A drive-through at 20th and Rangeline
And that's
because
if you mobile order ahead of time.
it used to be like a solid Chick-fil-A. And now it's you never know what you're going to get there now. So I don't even find myself going anywhere to get food. I just,
You starve.
yes. That's why I'm hungry right now because you were at work.
Oh man.
I'll get tropical smoothie because I can order online and go in and pick it up.
Yeah.
I know how that works.
Tropical smoothie. That's like the healthy, safe choice. You have to wear yoga pants and a bro tank when you go in there to pick it up. But what is it? Yeah.
I order on the Chick-fil-A app and he's like, well, there's a McDonald's app. I'm like, I don't know how
It's
that
the
works.
same process.
I'm not sure how that works.
Only at McDonald's, you pull into a parking space and enter the number like you're doing a pickup order at Best Buy, and they bring it out to you. It might be 30
It's limited
minutes.
options
It
here
might be
in
30
Joplin.
minutes before they bring it out to you, but they will bring it out to you. It's too much work. I get it.
Oh man.
I get it. Yeah, you can order through the app. Yeah.
Hey, the car wash thing too. 100%. I feel it. I feel you. It's the same concept. And the guy is like, no, you're not doing it right. Correct your wheel. And I'm like, but which way? I feel like you're not giving me clear direction on where I should put my wheel. I feel like my wheel is in the right spot and you're telling me it's not. And you're just like, and I'm like, I don't understand. This is the anxiety that I walk around
Point a
with.
finger one direction. You're like, I don't get it.
I'm like, but then I feel like my car should be in neutral at that moment. And he hasn't told me to like stop yet and put it in neutral. And I'm like, What are we doing? You're not explaining it correctly. And then he just looks unenthused with his life, like completely unenthused. He's like, it's humid in here.
It's like, oh, this bitch don't know how to turn her wheels left.
I get it right almost all the time. But there's sometimes where like,
Except when it's left.
the moment where he's like, mm-mm. And I'm like, okay. That's where I was. This is the amount of anxiety I have.
Poor Tater.
Read a story.
Poor Tater. Hey, Amanda, with the Let Him Cook the Hatton mustache. And the rose. Thank you so much for that. Nick, thank you so much for the rising star. Naja, Maxine, Aunt Sue, Scared of Scars, that SRT4 chick, Jennifer Jago, Aunt Sue, Nick again there, Fly, Mary, fly. That SRT4 chick again there, Denise Burkhardt, Just Jess, and Sam. Thank you guys so much. Thank you. Start catching up real quick. Reading through the chatty chats. Could not order Chick-fil-A because you don't like the policies. So you just go in instead of going through the drive-thru? No, she just doesn't do it. Just doesn't do it. Okay, I am bebopping over to another story here. We're at 6 of 15 YouTube side. We are at, show me the number again, 29 of 130 on the TikTok side right now. Am I hitting story number 6? Is that right? Producer discussion is going on there. What's up, Kelly Knight? We're nearing the end. We are not doing a VIP today because we don't have a podcast studio right now. I already tore that down. It's halfway at the new studio and halfway sitting up by the door waiting to be carried over. Justine, Merry Christmas to you. Merry Christmas. Ellie the Bestest, we have not made a meetup yet. Have not. We've looked into it, but we've got to get through this move and then stabilize and then figure out what craziness we're doing in 26. What is my next move here, producers? 6, 7. All right. Hey there, it is Dusty Thunder once again. I have a story from AITA Relationships for you, and it is this. Am I the astronaut for being upset with my husband for not getting me anything for Christmas or my birthday? I feel like I've read one of these recently. I hope it's not the same one. Tony Sparks' eyes. It happens. Yeah, we're gonna go with, I haven't read it before. Posted 10 hours ago. It's safe. Am I the astronaut for being upset with my husband for not getting me anything for Christmas or my birthday? I'll just dive in on this one. Background, my birthday is the day after Christmas. I've been married almost 16 years to my husband. We have 2 amazing and healthy children, and my husband and I own a small business we both work at with several other employees. I handle basically all the house and home logistics, including basically all of the holiday stuff, gifts for kids and family, holiday plans, etc. Did you write this? I was like, I that's not your birthday, and I got you stuff. Here's the problem. Without fail, every year my husband will ask me a few days before Christmas what I want for Christmas. This really bothers me for a few reasons. First, there's no way he can order or find what I want. And second, it puts the burden on me to decide what he should spend on me. His argument when I mentioned this is that I just buy what I want throughout the year, which is kind of true. I do all the shopping for the house, groceries, gifts, kids' clothes, even his clothes, but not because I'm controlling, but because it literally wouldn't get done otherwise. On the 22nd, I asked him if he still needed new sunglasses, one of the gifts I usually give him, and he said no because he didn't want to open a bunch of stuff if I wasn't going to be, because I hadn't told him what I wanted. So I wrapped his gifts, but only put out the wallet I took the kids to pick out for him. Christmas happens. I got a Supermom window cling my son gave me, or got me at his school's holiday shop, which was super sweet, but that was it. My husband didn't get me anything and didn't put any effort into having the kids pick out or make me anything. Now today's my birthday. We've been up a few hours and he hasn't even remembered it's my birthday yet. And I already know there will be no cake or gift tonight. I know he'll eventually remember, but I cried silently this morning as I tackled dishes, feeling hurt and sorry for myself. This isn't the first time either. A few Christmases ago, we were overseas visiting my parents for the holidays and he did the same thing then, which was kind of embarrassing. Watching my sister's husbands all present their wives with gifts, I was really upset and communicated it to him. I thought he understood that I just want something, anything, to show that he cared enough to do something, anything. Am I being emotional or ungrateful? If he's basically a good husband otherwise, no addictions, no cheating, handsome, good dad, pretty much an all-around nice guy. Should I even care about gifts?
Hold up now. Are you telling me that all I gotta do is be a decent effing human being and I don't gotta buy no gifts no more ever?
No. That's that is not the making of a good husband or a good partner or a good anything really. I think Candy Thunder and I had a conversation about this recently. She might have read this story. This is about thoughtlessness, and it doesn't matter if it's a homemade paper mache mold of a foot. It doesn't matter what it is. It's the thought that counts truly. And in this situation, it's the thought or lack thereof that counts. The lack of thought, the thoughtlessness of this, the putting all the burden of selecting gifts onto OP is what makes it not okay, is what shows OP the lack of appreciation. It is an unforgivable.
Yeah, it's interesting to me because I saw so many stories, on Reddit, and I saw so many posts online where it was like, I'm tired of not being thought of on Christmas morning, and it was from women, majority, I was like, is there like, we talked about this on the way home, and it was just like, why
the thoughtless conversation?
Why is it so? Why is that the bare minimum? Like, why is it like that you should be thought of on a holiday where you thought of your husband, where you thought of your kids, and he didn't give any effort into that to think about it, where you can't even feel like someone has made you feel loved and cherished and thought of in a way that no one else is supposed to. Like, that is your partner. That is what they are supposed to make you feel. And to see that so many times over and over again, where it's like, I'm tired of watching the rest of my family open presents on Christmas morning. And the one that I'm thinking of, her husband told her that she was entitled to think that she should have presents to open while he opened his presents. And I just was like, why is it being tolerated? Like, why is it the norm that this is happening?
Well, there was a comment over on the TikTok side that said, you're an adult, you don't need presents. Like, this isn't about needing gifts. If that's
it's about being thought of as a human being.
You lost the plot. Like, you missed the point, and you may find yourself in a similar situation here because it's about thoughtlessness.
And I'm sorry that no one made you feel like you deserved to be thought of in a way that's a nice card, a nice note, anything. It doesn't have to be a pricey item that you're given. It doesn't have to be anything like that. But I feel sorry for people that have that mentality, like, I'm an adult, you don't need a gift. That is entirely inaccurate. You're an adult, you're a human being. You deserve to be thought of, you deserve to be loved, and you deserve to be cherished. And the fact that you think that you don't is currently why we find ourselves being so shitty on social media, because you don't think that you deserve that. You think it's unnecessary, but it is necessary. It is necessary to, as a human being, to feel love. And some of the way that people show that is through gifts. And
it's not about being,
it's not about money.
It's not about being bougie. It's not about it being a material anything. It is about being thought of. And that thoughtless conversation that we had is, it's what you call it when somebody just has no regard for someone else. It's thoughtless. They are truly not thinking of your feelings at all. They don't give a shit because they're not putting the time or effort into giving a shit. And for them to receive gifts, and that's okay, but to not be able to even see that there's no reciprocation at all, and that one member of that family is just not being thought of at all, is a huge fucking red flag. That is a big BFD. And I tell you what, if you try to shove that deep down, you're like, it's okay, I'm an adult, I don't need gifts. How many years are you going to make it before eventually that just swells back up and you end up spewing it out in a moment of rage whenever it finally spills over? You can shove that down as long as you want, but you're not going to resolve that.
But it's not the truth. And like, you feel it in your soul, it's not the truth. Like, and gift giving is my love language. I'm happy to receive gifts, but giving them means something to me. And
Yeah.
I prefer that when I give a gift that it translates into, hey, I see you. I hope you feel seen and I hope you feel loved. And I hope that warms your heart. That's what I want people to feel when I give them a gift. And something that I gave to Dusty was probably the least expensive thing that I bought, but it was the most favorite gift that I gave to you.
Yeah.
And I hope that it's something that he gets to cherish, and I hope it's something that means something to him throughout the years. But
You talking about the journal?
yes, for people to say that you don't need gifts is part of what is wrong with society and the way that we view people and not as human beings.
Yeah. And it's easy to make that statement too, and to make it material by minimalizing it to that statement. Say you don't need
absolutely.
gifts. It's not about the gifts. It's not about the material thing. It's about being considered. It's about being thought of. It's about being cared for. It's about being loved.
Right.
Fuck. Like, yeah. And to say you don't need love, can you say that?
Right.
Can you? Can you say you don't need gifts? Can you say you don't need love?
I don't. I mean, I think when you don't feel that, I mean, the story of the Grinch, like there's a reason that story is timeless. There's a reason that story is told over and over again, because that's what happens. Like your heart hardens. And when you don't allow yourself to receive that or give it, it's like, it makes us as humans different. It changes who we are as people.
Next thing you know, you find yourself sitting in a Denny's talking on fucking speakerphone. Like it's a bad deal. Hey, Cheryl Hutchison, member for 9 months here, said, hope she gets out of this supposed marriage and finds someone who actually loves and cares about her. This person does not.
That's what I wondered. Like, yeah. And I think we talked
How long
about
is it
that
going
too.
to last? Like, are you going to
Yeah.
make it until the kids are moved out? That's the question that LP has to be asking themselves. And so many people have to be asking themselves, like, can I make it? Can I just put up with this until? I'll tell you this.
Change is hard.
You are teaching your kids something right now. You're teaching them what a marriage and love look like. So think about that. Do you want them to be in that position? And if they are in that position, what would you want them to do? What choice would you want them to make? Think about that. Dr. Sweets dropped the 20 bomb. Getting gifts is not a big deal for me. Just call me. Make me feel like I'm the first thought, not an afterthought. However, if someone gets me a gift and I can tell it's not thoughtful, it really hurts. Okay.
Interesting.
Yeah, I get it. I get it. If it is an afterthought kind of gift, yeah, it's almost worse than not getting a gift at all, right?
Right.
Yeah, I understand that. God's blessed Wonder Woman, member for 8 months in the Gosh Like a Thunder crew. I can't be your brain cells for you, bro. So, yeah,
That's true.
Got to be what OP's feeling there. I did want to address this. You talked about it, but
I didn't want to share.
the journal that Candy Thunder got me, and one of the things I asked for was journals. So, going into 26, I have fresh journals, and I have several of them. I keep them in several places, so I have the ability to journal when I need to. One of the ones that she got me, she had each of the kids like write an entry in at a random spot throughout the book. So I've got these messages from the kids from, 2 days before Christmas in 2025 that I'll randomly come upon while I'm journaling throughout the year. And I am so excited for that. It's one of the coolest things I've ever received. It's very cool. Yeah.
And they were very quick to jump on it and write what they wanted to share. So and I put my own little one
Navy
in there.
Thunders was so
Navy's was the cutest. And I wrote it for her because but she signed her name to it. And
Yep.
she was like, tell him he's my friend.
She basically said she loved all the things that we did together that day. And it was like 3 things. She's like, I love doing this with you. I love doing this with you. I love doing this. And it was the 3 things we had done that
Yeah. And you're my friend.
day. And you're my friend.
It was really cute. It was very cute. All of them were very thoughtful and sweet. And I'm very proud of our kids. So.
She calls me her early buddy now. Because when she wakes up in the morning, normally I'm the one who's
Not an early buddy. Not an early buddy. And that happened this morning. She's like, where's my early buddy? And I'm like, he's not here.
I thought about it. I got to the office early today so I could be packing and then be done by noon and be home. And and I thought about it. I was like, oh, she's gonna miss her early buddy. I'm gonna be in trouble.
Yeah.
She is the best. Oh, yep.
7:52 this morning. I'm like, it's too early, Navy. It's too early. I'm not an early
I
buddy.
thought for sure she was gonna sleep in,
I
but
did too.
I
Yeah.
normally wake her up.
Stayed up
at
too late
8
watching Stranger
to
Things.
get her like brekkie and start getting her ready for school, and she's just got that biological clock built in there. It was such a cool thing though, and I am increasingly difficult to get gifts for because like most of the things that I really want or really need, I will get myself throughout the year when I need them. There are wish list things, but they're like big project things. You know what I mean? So I understand. I'm like, I told her for the first year ever, I'm like, I don't want anything. And she's like, well, I can't do that. And I'm like, but seriously, I don't, I want to do these few home projects. And she's like, no, I'm not doing that. And then, I had a laundry steamer. And I said to you, like, I'm not getting you something for the laundry room. And I was like, but that's what I want. And she's like, I can't do it. I can't do it. So it took some time. But
We already have a steamer.
I finally gave some direction there. Nikki, same way. Yeah, it's tough.
Brooke, Whitney said my sub expired, but it does show that you're still subbed.
Yeah. So I think what it's probably showing is that you might be
I don't
on
understand.
the old membership, maybe. I don't know either. It's tough. It's tough to understand. It's tough to understand.
For creators on this side, it's very tough to understand. But yeah, it does have the storm thing next to your name.
Yeah. Yeah, but it might be, I think the storm thing with like the swoop in it is the
So
super fan
confused.
thing. And then you might have the old school membership.
I wonder. I don't know what mine is.
Weird. Smoots, what's up, buddy? How are you? Am Harlequin, Oren, Brooke, Whitney, Melissa, Elliott, Jamie, Pamela, Sahasrala, Naja. Thank
Same.
you guys so much. I'm Jill, dropping the 5. Thank you for another awesome live.
So much fun with Sue. Same.
Thank you.
Yes. And I don't know if you covered that, but there's no VIP.
No
since we
VIP
have to
today.
Jump back into moving
And
offices.
Sunday's stream will be at 6 p.m., not 9 p.m., because my whole setup will be torn down right after that stream ends as we continue to the move. And if everything goes as planned, there will be no shelves at all here Sunday night. So you get bare shelves today, no shelves for Sunday. It's going to be a wild thing. Also, let me get to outro here a little bit. Yeah, no VIP. Don't forget, Brand New Thunder and Spark Christmas episode is out. Check it out on YouTube or
13 months,
or
Callie.
Spotify
That's a
or
good
Apple
number.
Podcasts or wherever you catch your podcast action. Dr. Sweets dropped another 20 bomb. Will say no offense to people who got me gifts, but the best gift I got this year is when I woke up Christmas morning with my cat snuggled in my arms. She remained there for 3 hours. It was amazing. Oh, you got a snuggle morning.
That's so sweet.
You got a snuggle morning.
That's what Navy and I ended up doing. All the animals
So you still got a snuggle morning.
ish.
Just an early snuggle morning.
She got in bed with me and said, "Can you go get my water?" And I was like, "Well, it's on your nightstand. Why don't you go get it?"
The
And
one
she's
she
like,
walked right past
"Yeah."
to come in there.
And she goes, "My legs are tired." And I was like, "I'm not awake yet. So if you want your water, it's going to be at least 15
What
minutes."
happens when an unstoppable force meets an immovable object?
And she went and got her water and she came back and she slammed it down. And I was like, "Got your water?" She's like, "Yes." "Will you go get me a snack?" And I was like, "You just walked by the snacks." But I got the snack. Feel like she got her water.
Oh, man.
I was like, "Why did you get out of bed so early if you're also being meanie pants?"
Oh, Joanna said I got proposed to on Christmas.
Aw.
Too bad it was my 85-year-old patient with dementia.
Oh.
So I read the same thing, had the same reaction. Hey, Sue's Crockett with the floating heart. Thank you so much for that. Kayla's Smallwood, thank you so much for the New Year's 2026 love there. Gabriella with a great New Year start
Yes,
on the new
Sue,
year.
yes.
Thank you so much. Appreciate all the love. I'm sorry, did I wake you up? Yeah.
Right.
Oh, man.
Did you rub my lamp?
Did you bring
wake
me
up?
here? And now you're walking out on me? I don't think so. All right. Thank you so much, guys. Greatly appreciate all the love. Thank you for being understanding with us as we accomplish this move here. So it's going to be a freaking journey. I'll tell you that much for free. We're going to have a good time, though, once we get set up in the new space in 2026. I'm excited for some of the things we're going to show you. I'm not going to tell you right now. We got some things cooking. Got some cool stuff coming up. Yeah. So, you want to tell them bye, Navy Thunder? Bye. Hey, do you want to press the button that does the end thing? Yeah? Come here. All right. See that one with the skull on it? The skull and crossbones? That's the one you're going to hit right there. Ready?
Bye, everyone.
Bye, guys. Yeah, there you go.